Yes, we are live. That's good because my Facebook page disappeared. So I'm just.
We're live.
Okay, good. That's it. Hi, I'm Brenda Jean Power, Medicine Woman, and I am from Medicine Woman Solution. So that means that we just ask Spirit how to find solutions to things that go on in our life. Some people think that they can't really take care of anxiety. Yeah, you can just put it right there. Thanks. Some people think you can't take care of anxiety. Some people believe that traumas and dramas are something that you have to be stuck with. And what have I learned? I have learned that you don't have to. Being physically sick, sometimes you don't have to. Um, it's hard to explain, but we are in this now a different era that can allow you to experience life of more responsibility, of choice, of joy, of happiness. And oops, ignore myself there. Shh, quiet there. Okay. Now, some of you, I'm hoping that Amy will put it on my other pages, but a lot of people, we want to call it, I can only seem to get out on one page, that's just fine. But this is where we need you to, hey, Kiki, Jennifer, and Madison. Yeah, good. I'm seeing some good names there. Okay, so I made myself a. The material is it's more expensive, but at the same time, it doesn't make that poof. I'm looking for the poof. Um, I'm not sure about the colors, but I've seen colors of pink and yellow, which sounds funny, but I look kind of cool when you put my feathers in or my hair.
Oh,
Hello, Betty. You like that? Doesn't it kind of look cool?
yeah. Amy's got a lot of yarn laying around this house.
Ooh, send me some. Well, I gotta look at my wardrobe.
I will take pictures of it when I have daylight. It's been raining. It's been gloomy here for like 2 weeks. Have not seen
Oh,
the sun.
yuck! Oh my gosh, no, that's the part that would get me. I need my
Oh,
sunshine. Come to South Australia, I like my sunshine. So now you've heard her. Now you can see her.
hi everybody. Good
Yes.
morning. Good morning in the United States.
Yes. Good evening here in South Australia. And oh, I don't even know if that's my number to the room. Hey, I got it right. I just guessed 205-207-650. That is it. So strange things. Everything's kind of coming into alignment where you have to upgrade to the really weird thing. So my DVD just says, I'm going to work, but not for Netflix. What? So it has this interesting thing about it. So I ended up having to go and get this little digital thing called Google, casting, whatever, so that you end up, I don't want to turn my phone on. They'll say, what? uh, so I can get Netflix. So it took me a good half hour. Yeah, I got it all hooked up. They don't tell you how to push the button to get the Netflix to play.
Oh my God.
So my downtime, I only had 1 hour just to myself. But then I didn't even have that. And that got gone just like that because I'm like, really? And finally I said, Spirit, thank you, Spirit. No, thank you, Spirit's going to be something that you think, oh yeah, no, it's a different way of communicating and connecting. And I just said, thank you, Spirit, I'm done. Show me what to do next. And then things will change around. Now, just before I bought this, I don't know if I fixed my DVD or if it was just messing with me. But I found 2 buttons that I don't know how they got switched. And all of a sudden I got it to work, but then I wasn't even going to play games with this because this is really the only day I could go shopping and get anything. And yeah, I left the house, people.
Oh my God.
And it's like everybody's just being back to normal. I'm like, social distancing was interesting in the store. How is that even like? Oh, this Gabby girl just wanted to talk. I'm like, no, Brenda. Be a good girl. Don't be talking to everybody in town. It's like I don't see humans. What the hell?
But it is when you do go out, it's like you want to talk to people because, talking this way isn't quite the same as talking to another body like right in your space.
Oh yeah, I get it. Plus, everybody is different kind of thinking, so everybody was kind of cool about it. There wasn't a lot of fear. Nobody wore masks. Now you got to remember, over here, we have not had any new cases for quite a few weeks. We only had one, only because it was he was coming back into, because this is the territory, whatever. Because so it didn't really qualify. So we've been almost like a month free of not having any. And so our restrictions are getting to be more relaxed, and we only had 839, I think, yeah, altogether of cases in South Australia. You know what I mean? And I thought, how cool is that? And so we're getting this. We're getting this on the ball now. It's so funny because all of a sudden I got distracted by Amy, and it's like, why did I do that? Why did I just? I'm going to have to put baby in the corner. Sorry, young child. Go do your thing. Make sure you share me all over the place.
I'm gonna do.
So in the tribal unit, it was supposed to be question and answer. Yeah, Spirit came up with a question, and then that's all we talked about. So it just was a teaching course. I'm wondering if we should need to have it called a question and answer. You're going to teach and learn something today, people. Amy, I know you're going to just agree with me anyway, but did you get anything out of this today?
Yeah, I did.
And it was a different form of topic.
Yes, it was. It was very enlightening.
And was it talking about scary subjects, any of that stuff? Or, I mean...
It was, yeah, it was like, I know this stuff exists, but I've never seen it as close as I saw it on Monday.
Oh, what day is this?
Tuesday.
Oh my God. Okay, I got to tell you before we go to... So we go out, we have not had any out. We went to, well, we call it, it's not Happy Jack's, Hungry Jack's over here, which you guys call Burger King. So I had a naughty hamburger. So anyways, I come back and it was like, ooh, old times. Okay, first of all, I forgot how to drive a car. I get in the car and I'm doing American style driving. You got to remember, I'm in Australia. The steering wheel's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's stick, so that manual, so that means I have to do it with my left hand. My right hand's wanting, I'm like, the stick's over here. What'd you do? Forget how to drive the car. And then turn signals, right? No, that's the windshield wipers. Damn it. So I'm driving down the road and everything's just going all nuts. And then, so that was nice. I got out of the house and everything kind of felt like normal. People weren't as paranoid. I get back home. I stripped all my clothes off. Well, you don't need to hear that. I put my jammies on and I got in front of the TV set and I'm trying to figure this out for a good half hour. That was my downtime. Now, the whole time, I'm thinking I don't have to do a show tonight. And I'm like, oh, snuggled down. My husband looks at me. He goes, honey, I know you're comfy, but you do have a show tonight. What? I just took everything off. I'm not sure why I can't remember Tuesday night now. This is the second time. At least it was, at least I had an hour and a half beforehand, whereas last week I only had 10 minutes to figure out how to get it.
Well, and this week I'm awake, so.
Yeah, you're here. Yay, you're here. She's calling me. Where are you? Like, I'm coming. And I took a client on in between. So it was like, what are you doing, Brenda? I have no clue. No clue. Yeah, I do. Sometimes spirit likes to just be funny.
Yeah, we love you no matter what.
What's that?
We love you no matter what.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. So yeah, when you have people, okay, so I guess I need to clarify. Spirits have never really been wrong about nothing. When I tune in and your soul comes up to me and says, "Hey, buddy, hey, can you tell them this for me?" I'm like, I don't think they want to hear it, but majority of the time you do. So when we had this one person come in and the energy was off. No, it wasn't. There is energies around people that can control you, can influence you, can do all these things, and it can throw that person off. Is it my job to save them? No. Is it my but it came to my attention. And I'm only supposed to put it in the right direction, put it in somebody else's court so they can do whatever it is that their part of their purpose is. So I found it very interesting because I was stopping because they couldn't connect. Did you thought that was weird?
Mm-hmm. Because you can connect with anybody.
And boy, did you see me struggling to try to find something? I mean, spirits download me, telling me everything, but I'm not allowed to say it.
You're like, okay, give me something else. Give me something else. Give me something else. Give me something I can say.
Oh my God. It was freaking me out because it was like, you're giving me too much information and I can't say it. I'm not allowed to say it. You couldn't have told me this prior or after? No, it has to be during the session. And I knew I was live and I had to keep speaking. It was like, but you know me, we made it work.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so everybody's doing good and I'm watching people grow and I love it. So this is a new month. We'll still have two more days. This day and Thursday will be to collect. You'd swear there was a bird here all of a sudden. There's no birds in this room, but I just found feathers flying all over. So whoever is going, I want a sign from God about feathers. Okay, 3 of them just floated around. Just saying. I got your sign. So whoever's watching, Vicky, anybody? Okay.
Vicky, Brenda.
Somebody wanted feathers, I
bet it was LaRonda.
Could be. It could be one of you ladies. I'll tell you. What was I going to say? Oh my God. Are my eyes blue today instead of green?
Let me make you bigger so I can actually see you. Yes!
I don't understand it, but normally they're green. Can you see the blue?
Yes, they look blue. What the heck?
I was like looking and go, who are you? But it's me. It's just that, you know how I morph. So somebody like blue eyes. Okay, I'm not drunk. I'm not any of these things. Spirit sometimes gets me giggling. Oh, let's say hi to the room.
Vicky. It was a sign for Vicky.
What? Well, you're welcome. I have a bunch of them. Yay, they love my colors. Hello. Yes. Hello, my pretties. Oh, there's that again. Yes.
Speaking of that, I pulled a witch's card for me before we started the show.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get you bigger. What?
I pulled a witch's kitchen card.
Ooh, what am I brewing today? Tell me.
It was time.
Do tell.
The time card. I don't know if it's on top anymore. Yeah.
This is courage. Oh, time, not time. but spice time.
Yeah.
Thyme.
Yes.
Time. Courage.
Time. Courage. The fairies love to work with time, whilst they cast their spells in rhyme. My gift of courage helps. My gift of courage helps you fight, stand in your strength, and shine bright. This magic is worked with harm to none, so much it be. There it is done.
Very nice. You know what Vicky just said? She says, oh, wait. I just had it. She just said, it was funny. She goes, how come spirit can wait? Yeah, hey, how come spirit can gossip? Depends on who the vessel is.
Melinda says, the time is now, now, now.
Exactly. And we have people from Wales. Yay! Llewellyn. I think I said that right. Who knows I got that right or not. Yes. Yeah, the colors. I don't know what's up with these colors. I feel like a cushion couch.
I'm not showing you my couch.
Look at, I mean, this shirt doesn't help, but I just feel like this big old cushion couch.
You don't want
to see big, huh?
You don't want to see my couch. It's maroon and gold and green, and
I think I saw your couch. I liked it.
I'm sick of it.
Oh,
and again, I've seen it for about 20 years.
Time for courage to have some new things. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's gonna head to the farm here eventually as soon as he gets out of the field.
Amy, you spelled me wrong. It says Meduwinman Solution. It's MEDIE. You forgot the medicine, the SIEN. So it comes up as I'm not found. Find me, Amy. Find me.
What
you can't just be lost. I'm lost, Amy. Don't make me lost.
Where did I spell you wrong at?
It's way at the top. It's after Vicky says, hello, pretties. And Lori says, good morning. Hey, you two.
Oh. Okay, I will delete that.
Lori says, can I have a free read? I have been having some weird things going on. There is a lot of weird things going on. Now I'm curious about her weird things.
I will
copy and paste it. Honey, do you want my coffee?
Uh-huh.
Just checking.
It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning.
We have LaRonda, LaCouture, LaRonda. Yeah, always coming in at the right time. Yeah, you never know what things up with spirit. I love the fact that was a sign from me from my last post. Okay, I feel like very high in life. I'm just like, good Lord. All right, let me get in here. We have Dawn. Hello. All right, just checking some people out. I put up that one meme of that circus rainbow afro, whatever, something.
Oh, the zebra.
Yeah, the zebra. Yeah, and it's like, okay, you don't have to be weird. I'll train you. Oh, you got another snort. Oh, yay! Somebody says I love these lives. Good, because when I swear, Spirit is just like tickling my sides. When I hear tee, I'm like, oh God, somebody's laughing on the other side. Feels good though. I got to catch up with the rest of you. Hold on. Da-da-da-da. Oh, I did. Okay, I have this knot on my chain, and it's driving me. No, we're going to say thank you, Spirit. We're going to let it go and let Spirit take care of the knot while Brenda pays attention to that. She has a live to do. Have another drink, Brenda. Yes, my eyes still blue.
There. Now I got it right.
My eyes are still blue.
I was trying to type the number because I have it on a sticky note so that I don't have to retype it every day that we go live. And I was trying to type in the number instead of copying and pasting the number for the Zoom room, and it took out part of Medicine Woman Solution, and I didn't notice it.
Ooh. She had to explain and self-justification. Self-justification. It's okay to explain, but when people force you to do a self-justification, what do I mean by that? It's school time. Is it too early for school?
Just a wee little bit too early.
All right, you can cheat. Look up self-justification.
I can cheat, okay.
You can use other materials to come up with the answer. Why I oughta. Oh no. It's all my husband's been hearing is why I oughta. Oh, I feel like the Three Stooges, Groucho Marx has been around. Groucho.
The justification or excusing of oneself or one's actions.
I have good reasons why I did it. Let me tell you why. I really convinced myself it was a good reason to sit here and wear this color tonight. I really thought it was a good reason. Self-justifying your actions. So sometimes we use self-sabotaging. What is sabotaging? Self-sabotaging. Get back into your little... Hey, I could make you come off the top of your head. Tell me. I do it every day. 5D blue. Ooh, nice one, Melinda. Because it is important. When I was little, my left would change a tiny bit. Normally I'm carrying green eyes. And this is the bluest I've seen them. I feel like I want to run out and go, honey, what color are my eyes? He may just say, oh my God, it's a trick question, ain't it? If I say green, you're going to smack me?
There's that one picture of you where, well, no, they are green in that one. But they're kind of more there's a blue tinge to them.
When I was little, you never knew which color I was going to be. 1 minute I could be blue, 1 minute I'd be green. So somebody'd say, what color's your eyes? I don't know, tell me. And when I had to put it on my driver's license, it was like, finally I just said hazel and left it at that. And
okay, self-sabotage is when we actively or passively take steps to prevent ourselves from reaching our goals. This behavior can affect nearly every aspect of life, be it a relationship, a career goal, or a personal goal such as weight loss.
So, a wheel of life, and my students in the academy know that the wheel of life is that these are all the options. We have education, we have relationship to self, relationships with people, we have health, we have career and home life, entertainment, and it makes up this wheel. Well, my spirituality's been good, my education's been good, my relationships are good, money has been good, exercise and health. Ooh. Oh, my tire has a flat in it. I've known this for 2 weeks. I really need to get on the ball of doing something. And so every time I go to think about it, I'll think about it later. Self-sabotage. To the point, I made my husband show up and say, well, honey, I bought you that. He calls it a walker machine. And all I can think of is an old lady. I think of it as a treadmill, because South Australia, Michigan, yeah, sometimes we just don't think the same. When he said walker machine, I says, you're not buying me a walker machine. I'm not ready yet. He's like, well, it's that thing you stand on and you walk on. And I'm like, oh, you mean treadmill? We have to learn about communication differences. We're both right. Mm-hmm. So I knew what he meant. And I could hear myself saying, see, I gave you a sign. But my program self is that self-sabotage. Here I come. I want to be so mad because he brought that word up. I'm like, wait a minute, why do I want to take offense to that? Because you don't really want to make that tire full again. You just want to be flat. I'm like, Oh, and I couldn't blame him because I knew it was just me. And so fine. I went and got all pissy. Fine. I set my alarm. I'll show you. But no, I did not want him to get the enjoyment that I actually got onto that treadmill. Damn, this ego program. It's like you start to see where you get attached to a program. And I got to see self-sabotage. And I said, and I was like, I'm not doing this. And I said self-sabotage. And I'm like, hey, I do want to balance that out. So do I really need to believe this story I got going in my head? Is it even true? Oh, come on, see what you're made of. I'm like, where'd that coaxing come from? You know? And then I'd hear the other side. It's like you have an angel on one side and the devil on the other. I'm like, really? This is like real life? That happens? Yes. Come on, you can do it. I know you can do this. Oh, come on, just eat another cookie. Sit down, do nothing. Yeah, yeah. Right side says, no, you love yourself. I'm like, oh my God. I'm going to make up my own mind. Okay, fine. I'll heal the devil out and I'll encourage myself. Sure, that sounds good. That's the road I'm going to take. So I set the alarm, and for 2 days now, I've gotten up at 9 and try to figure out my schedule. I keep thinking, I'll run to the end of my timeline and ego going, I think I have enough time. Spirit goes, get on the damn treadmill. So I'll get up, I'll get on the treadmill, and somehow time will stretch. And then all of a sudden I've got 1 kilometer in, and I've actually did it faster than I thought. Oh, Rob, right. I was self-sabotaging again. Your self-talk can self-sabotage you in many ways. I hope you're learning this. So everything's fine. And then when you don't realize that an emotion of I don't care, that can actually be a self-sabotage. Does this make sense? See, everything switched. Okay, I gotta stop looking at her because all of a sudden my brain goes, what's Amy thinking? Stop it! Just stop it! I was talking about self-sabotage.
Amy's going off into a spin.
You did? I flew with you. Ah! So anyway, self-justification, self-sabotage, how do you do it? I kept self-justifying to myself, well, I gotta work. I got excuses. And I'm like, stop it. You want to fix that flat tire? Yes. Well, then what are you doing believing your own stupid ego story? That's a dang good question. You know, I feel like where's Waldo in reverse? Do you see the stripes?
Mm-hmm.
I found myself, but still want to stand out. Ego. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. We really want to make sure, though, that we do change or look at these weird energies. Betty says we need a reason that we do anything, and it's not okay to be. We're kept. Oh yeah, keeping our boundaries. Okay. When you feel like you need to explain yourself. Oh, I love you all. So Shelly goes, I'm crying, laughing. Your laugh reminds me of Ted Bear. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I got the gray in my eyes. I have a little brown, but you wouldn't know it today. They're quite blue. I hope my husband's watching. Honey, how do you like my blue eyes today? Because he fell in love with me because of my eyes. I wonder what color he fell in love with. Makes me contemplate. He might be at his desk, Amy, writing. Say, did you notice your eyes? Why you? No, maybe you shouldn't say that. I'll say, oh my God, no. Rhonda. Self-imposed torture device. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Okay. I'm not even sure what weird torture device is about. Betty says, I'd love to be flat. No, because try to have pointy tires. That gets the ability to be prickly, or you have flat side, round side, pointy tires. It's like, try putting those on your car and see if you can get to town in time.
No, thanks.
Oh, that's funny. Dang, somebody broke. I'm on live and she's just can't do that. We're talking about decks. Okay. 8 a.m. And Brittany, where are you?
East Coast-ish, or the other side of the Mississippi.
Oh, all right.
I'll get back.
Guess who happens to be awake? No. How does Danny do that? No. Okay. So again, when you begin to wake up, you have to understand these little tiny things. You just think they're life. So again, I've decided I'm going to investigate self-sabotage. And I can do it. I've really noticed when I do it. Oh, so I was mad I couldn't make bread right. I'm like, I know how to make bread. I make bread all the time. Why am I having trouble? And so I vented. I never vent, but I vented. I said something about I'm tired of making bread or something. I can't remember what it was. And she writes back, says something about, oh, did your machine break? I said, yeah, that's me. I says, I want a machine. And I got so crazy trying to figure out which machine, because over here in Australia, it's like, okay, if I try to go to eBay, no. If I try to go over to Amazon, it's so much easier in the United States. Trust me, when you're trying to shop, we have such easy access. And I'm not going up to that town. That's crazy. There's no way to do it. But guess what I have in my kitchen right now? I have manifested a bread maker that's in my kitchen right now. She was knocking at my door. She says, you manifested this? Oh my God. I'm like, yes. Do come in. So I like it that. Okay. Now, what's going on with me and Amy? Because she walked away and all of a sudden it's like, what happened? What's going on? No, I know how to do all this. Vicky says, Danny, I'm going to see this week if I don't self-sabotage. You'd be surprised at how often you really do it, because I thought I was doing good. And then I turned around and I can't remember what it was. It was something in the kitchen. Oh, it has to do with that number 4, Vicky. So as I'm like, I can do this. And everything was going smoothly. And all of a sudden I watched how I was fumbling. And it's like, where's your password? Your password's not located on your passwords page. What do you mean? I typed it in. Go to another page. I'm sorry, it's not here. I'm looking through my desk. I know I write this down, and now I'm slipstreaming going, how did I get the number the other day when I signed in the other day? Because I remember looking at it. I have no idea where I misplaced it, and I kept sabotaging myself that it can go smoothly. But I can go smoothly. Why am I self-sabotaging? And Amy, what did you say about self-sabotage? It has to do with what?
Preventing yourself from doing something.
And why am I preventing myself from doing something? That ends up being the question. So I said, okay, well, I can understand, don't want to be healthy. I do. Why do I self-sabotage? Well, part of me never really learned how to have that pull, that determination, that want, that need. Like I've seen other people that are physically in it. And then if I'm around people that are flat, okay, so hence one of my exes, just not telling you which one, it was sloth energy. So as soon as I get up and go, which I'm fired, so I'm supposed to get up and go, I meet the energies in my space. And if I was around sloth energy, it's all of a sudden I would go really slow and I'm trying to aim for the kitchen. And I'd forgot why I went into the kitchen and get the turnaround and come back. And then I'd sit down and it was like, that was a lot of hard work. And when I started to notice that sloth energy really deflates me, I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. Every day I'm around this person and it was sloth. And then somebody come to my office that's fire or water or as happy as can be. It's like, whoa. And then I morph into this happiness and this joy. And I again noticed that it was like, oh my God, and it was matching, mirroring, and knowing I can, I need to be around fun people, or I need to be around, so my husband I have now, okay, let's go outside for a hike. What? And that was never heard of in any other relationship I was in. So now I'm out climbing a mountain. How? Now, when you're doing Mount Kosciuszko, it is long, 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 long. Hey, you made it to the top. Okay. Mount Zero, it is rocks, slippery, loose dirt, and it goes straight up. And there's no edges. And if you have that feeling, and I will tell you right now, heal it before you go up, that feeling of, oh, there's no barrier, I should jump off and kill myself feeling. Oh, I'm going to fall at any moment. Oh, I can feel like I'm going to leap off any moment. That is the most worst feeling to have when you're trying to be around height. I didn't have problems with height, but it's like, oh, look, there's a cliff. Should I jump now? Like, what the F is that? Of course I don't want to. But it's the strangest feeling that was like in the pit of my stomach. And now it's like I'll walk by my pool and could think, well, there's no water in it. But when it had water in it, I was like, well, if I fall in, at least I'll be able to come back to the surface. But I'll walk by the edge, even though I'm far away from it, and be like, whoa, I'm going to fall. Like, seriously. Still don't know that one. Where the hell am I going? Oh, yeah. Stopping myself from what? Achieving something, correct?
Yes.
And when you're around people that have that, it's twice as worse for you if you're carrying it for yourself. And the self-sabotage of having a smooth transition to getting things done where you're supposed to just plug it in, type a few things because the new technology tells you so. And yet now you can't locate the button that says Netflix. Where is it? Okay, you go to Google Play. Not then. Oh, right there. No. And I was sabotaging myself left and right. And I looked in, I walked to my husband. He goes, are you okay? I'm like, no. I'm very much no. I don't want to play this game. And I'll get short and I will get terse. And it's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And like, I have caught myself, like, if I don't want to explain something, I'll shorten it real quick. Well, I actually threw Vicky in a tizzy because she thought she didn't quite get all what I said because I left out a few words because I'm just like, yeah, I'm so over this. I just don't have time to talk. So I'll miss some words. That sometimes you can throw people in a tizzy if you don't complete your sentences. Where am I going with self-sabotage? Being a good host or being able to talk. Yeah, it's not happening today. What is going on? Why is it your energy is calling me to stare at you, Amy?
It's a heck on me. I don't know.
You don't usually ever distract me. No, but what the hell is going on? Am I doing self-sabotage? No. Am I doing morphine? Why? Am I... Amy, your energy is like sucked in.
So I gotta...
You know, you can fluff it out all you want. Oh, yeah, you don't want to do the past jokes. Oh, somebody's got a dirty mind. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it's contracted in. And you said when you're not dizzy anymore. Oh, shit. No, Mama, you go stand up. No, don't even stand next to her. I don't need her to spin out either. Oh, she can't receive me because I spin her out. Oh, why in the hell is your energy making me spin out? Because you're the demonstration to Amy. Yay, me. Stored. Who? Me? Her. So her energy is sucked in and you came over here to bug or mug me? Oh, hell no. I don't want you bothering her either. Do you want me to put you in timeout? She knows. You know that she loves you, yes?
Yes, I do.
He says, well, sometimes when you sit there and you think about some of the things I've done, I'm like, wait a minute, aren't you supposed to be just on the other side, not having any of this? It's her imagination. The same. Do you have a conversation what you think mother would be thinking?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you think that if I think mean thoughts, my mother's going to feel it? Or haven't you thought about that?
I haven't thought about that.
You didn't want to spin anymore, so you sucked in your vortexes. But you also sucked in your aura. Because you are learning that, remember our conversation? Oh, wow, this is like everything. Okay, so I've given you a couple readings.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, but I don't want to have to be that child part of me, that arrested development part of me, that program that says I have to, happiness is on the outside of me. Happiness is in here. So you've been learning how to bring that happiness inside.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to break habit, which is good, but you have to learn to put your energy out there and not suck it in. Now, this is going to be your test. You said, hey, I woke up with no spinning.
That's true.
Okay. That's good, but you also have to know that you'd stop spinning because you sucked in your energy field. Is it all of your aura or just a vortex? Okay, so front. You have a vortex that's right here, and this goes out and connects to everybody. So you've been realizing that, yeah, I can connect to people, but I don't really need to connect to people. So you're changing that.
Mm-hmm.
Why did she suck it in? Because she didn't want to spin anymore. Well, why is it? So when it is inside of aura, would she spin? No. When it was out farther than her aura, yes. So she's learning to not take action all the way and be galled when, okay, do you get galled when certain people don't answer you?
Subconsciously, I think so, yeah.
Okay. So, like, I'm on the treadmill this morning. I had lots of people who were talking to me. I'm like, time management says, nope. And of course, the Brenda and me's like, yep. I'm like, nope. Self-sabotage people. And again, I turn the phone on in the morning. Like, everybody thinks I read them. So because that says that I've read, like, just did it again. It just opened it up, and I can't tell who I didn't get to read because there's too many on the list. And by the time I go and I look through this one, then that moves that one up there, and then it moves those people down there, and then other people write, and then that moves it. So I had to learn to be okay if people think I looked at it, but I didn't, because the old part of that old paradigm is that I will have people that are going to get mad at me because I know you looked at it and you didn't answer. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Do you do it often, or is that the past?
I don't do it as often anymore as I used to.
Okay. So you're changing those particular part of your habits, which is good. But how about the self-justification that you have towards the people that don't deserve the self-justification of the rite of passage? Rite of passage? Who said that? I think somebody said it in the room. Okay. What do I mean by that? There's some people that are in ego and that use that ability and do that, okay? They have intentions. They're just like to control things. Then there are some things that are just completely innocent. And then there are some things that, why don't they have the right to say that I don't want to talk to anybody today? You following?
Mm-hmm.
So the people that get mad when they don't get answered is what?
In a way, it's a form of self-sabotage.
How so?
Because they're relying on the fact that they believe that you're going to answer right away.
Yes, and they're looking for approval. They're looking for acknowledgement. They're looking for something because they need that, the thing that they didn't get when they were younger. So if you're trying to do that, then what does that mean? That means self-sabotage, because you're setting yourself up because you have this expectation and it's not showing up exactly the way you want it. So good job.
I remember when I was little or younger, I was able to use the phone. That was, before cell phones. And yeah, I'm dating.
I remember that precious big handle thing. I get to use it. I got no one to call, but anyway.
I remember one of my girlfriends couldn't come and play, or she wasn't home or something. I got so pissed. I damn near broke the phone, slamming it down.
Oh, so you couldn't get your way. What do you think, people? Have you been in that situation? What words would you have? You notice the emotion. You didn't have any way to cope, handle, and deal with it except for, oh, I'm going to vent through this phone. And I just want to strangle my friend because I don't like feeling. What way?
Discouraged.
I want it now. It's never going to happen.
Right.
I have to live their way. They're trying to make it all about them. Ah. At that time, you don't even know about the feeling. If I go back to that particular time when you were petrified that your efforts were being unreceived.
Makes sense.
You just had that. I don't think it was with me. Have you felt that way in the last few days?
Yes. Yesterday, in fact.
Can you write that down? Vicky likes to fall asleep and wake up too. I don't know if it's to me, but I'm just going to say it is. I got to catch up with these. Okay. Oh, we don't like overtime hopelessness. Time to heal that out. What else we got? Hey, I think James. Hey, how you doing? Brittany says, I have been seeing my birth time and birth date lately. I would love to know my birth time. I went back, got the records. Nobody recorded it. And none of my family remembers. Hey, you were just born. Like, oh, thanks.
Vicky.
What?
Amy, pass a note to Brenda's husband for her. I like you. Do you like me? Check the box right. Check the right box.
Oh, that's so funny. Now I've made myself laugh that I can't see this. Okay. Tammy, this is so funny. I thought it was our Zoom from last night. Ooh, soon I'll be in your dreams. Sloth energy. Oh my God. Okay, let's get back to that sloth energy, okay? I come over here. My husband, Alan, the sweetheart, he does not have sloth energy. He's just this wonderful guy that goes like the Energizer Bunny. And I'm like, my God, I have got to grow younger to keep up with you. He's older than me, but yet at the same time, I feel like I'm an old lady because I have been carrying sloth energy for 20 years of my life. And before that. And my husband's just like, let's go. He's running up and down the stairs. I'm like, where do you get all this energy? You know, it helps when you lift weights and you look as good as he does. Dang, he's like spring chicken. And I'm like, oh my God, he can run circles around me. What are you looking at me that for? All of a sudden, it's like I done something wrong. I was like, what? Are you jealous? What's going on? Wait, did she write it down, people? Did you see her write it down? What are you supposed to write down? Repeat after this. What did you write down?
Petrified, efforts unreceived.
And you said you had this experience yesterday.
Mm-hmm. A friend of mine reached out that I haven't talked to in I don't know how long. And she said she was sick, and I, said, just hold this point and think about it. Just humor me. She goes, I don't want to, I can't right now. I'm like,
I love those words.
Okay. And then I was going to, tell her why I knew this worked. And I'm like, no, it's just not, she's not going to hear it.
Sometimes.
So I just said, KK, sending love.
Amy, thank you for sharing that. I want you to, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have you look up the word envy. I'm going to go back over here. Yes, you can email me. I've never been in a tizzy, just negative sparkles.
The feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. Jealousy, desire, resentment, bitterness, discontent, spite, and the green-eyed monster.
Tell me what you think. Is that popped up?
Not with her, no.
No. Are you aware you do it sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
It's hooked to, you have to become aware of it so you can see how to release it.
Okay.
Because somehow all of this comes together. It's part of the arrested development. So when you watch this one again, notice there was like 2 or 3 different things that kind of wavered in and out. You suck your energy in, You'll see it, because when you're ready to, it'll just sink in and you're going to go, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And smile. There you go. There you go. Okay, I have no idea about what time it is, but I got to get out of this screen and go to this screen and see if anybody. So those of you, Tammy is in the tribe for the next month. Woohoo! Now, some of you, it's almost time for you to pay for the new month around, and that'll be good. And I'd like to have some feedback. That would be great. I'm curious of how well that it's happening. So any new stuff that we get to see. Ooh, Tammy's up next too. Any new videos from this month, June, is going to be in a private. So if the reason that we put up the month of May is so that other people can see, yes, these are the videos. This is what I could expect for my money's worth for a month. And the rest of it now is going to become private. So those were the sample ones. So Tammy, do you want to come on? Do you want to, which way you want to do it, dear? Just let me know how you want your read. And this is the correct number.
Yes.
Well, good. Use.
Yes, I opened it to see, to make sure.
Good, good. You're intently doing something. Do you feel overpowered?
Me?
Yeah, I feel like something's unfair, and I don't know if somebody's thinking this and thinking that about what our conversation is, whether that's what they're thinking. Yes. So I want you to be aware. Oh, that's why you're saying it. Because your governing meridian is not all the way down, but it's down, which means you can feel probably more paranoia. And this one's down, but it's not that much. So you won't, this is down, this one has to do with vulnerability. This has to do with feeling like a gut pig and just feeling like everything's hanging out and so you're going to have to seal up your aura, because if we're having a conversation and somebody's out there thinking, oh God, she's being mean to her, da 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 da, then you're going to pick that feeling up and you are going to learn. You're beginning now, because your energy sucked in and this starts to come down, you're being more vulnerable. Okay. And so I'm watching these thoughts, and some of them aren't yours on you. Hi. So go zip up. Okay, hun?
All right, I will zip up. I'm going to go.
Hi. Hey, Tammy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. You miss me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wore the same outfit. Yes.
Actually, my pajamas.
Hey, I had my pajamas on. I took them off. Okay. My timer. So do you feel like you're getting your money's worth for the month? I think I asked you this already, but.
No, I'm getting my money's worth for the month. I've really enjoyed it. I've gotten a lot more out of it than I even thought I would.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
I've grown leaps and bounds.
Oh my God. When you can see it yourself, that's even better. Are those diamonds on your headboard?
Yep, rhinestones.
Beautiful. Did you do that yourself or buy it?
I bought my bed that way. My dressers are that way too.
Oh man, yeah. Oh,
leather
sounds dreamy. Oh, okay, yeah. I just got all these things I makeshift and threw together, but I like that. Okay, anyway, now I can stop oohing and ahhing over your diamonds. Ooh. Okay.
Away from it.
Okay, so tell me what you would like to talk about, dear.
Whatever you feel led, or just wondering if my dad has anything.
Okay, there is somebody over here that feels more like a brother energy. You know how a brother would connect in an energy field?
Yeah.
I feel like there's like an uncle feeling. There's a lot of male energy here.
I mainly have close male descendants that have passed. I have 2 brother-in-laws. I have an uncle, a grandpa, a father, and a father-in-law.
All over on the other side?
Yep.
So that's the male crowd. I just thought you had a lot of men like you. That's a lot of male energy. I mean, oh, wait, there's a girl back there. Yeah, I'm short.
Yeah, might be like my great aunt or a couple of great grandmas that I've never met.
But they're like, yeah, this is a lot. Okay, so apparently the males would like to communicate. So remember, one at a time. I don't know where the rule board. Do I need to have any rules? Oh, someone has not seen you for a long time. Said you've grown up pretty.
Probably my grandpa passed away when I was 13.
Oh, he says you've grown up pretty, and then Well, how old were you when your brother died? Or how old were
My
you?
brother,
Yeah.
my brother-in-laws, one of them passed away just 3 years ago, and one of them passed away 2 years ago. And I was in my early 20s when my uncle passed away. So it could be my uncle as well.
So this is the one brother-in-law. He said something about 3. So I mean, he's assuming he's the one that was 3 years. He says you have started to grow into you.
Yeah.
And he goes, wow. Because he's saying, I can see the difference between who she was and who she is now. Wow. You're holding your energy. You're holding your energy. You're not losing. He's like,
yeah, that would be
got
Steve. That would be Steve, and he was actually born in Australia and lived in Perth.
Really?
And they came to Canada just as he passed away. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Expect. So what do you do for a living?
I've been in banking, but I've been on leave. And I'm
so he says expect clients. Are you planning on doing things, making money on your own?
Eventually, I'm trying to tap in more into my gifts and maybe taking like my hypnotherapy and things.
Because he says expect clients. He said your energy is drawing people to you now. Wow, she's got it. Yeah. And you know how men are, one words.
Yeah.
What? Under? What are you talking about? Someone says there's something under your bed. What do you got under your bed? You got anything under your bed?
Not that I know of.
Is it her bed? No. Are you remembering which timeline? It's got to be now. It can't be. Okay. Do you have something that you're like a fear of being alone? So you have to have something. Is there something that helps you stop feeling alone?
I usually sleep with like a blanket under my head on my bed. Almost like a.
Now, he said the word box. There's a box too. What else do you have? Do you have a keepsake of something?
I have a box in my room that maybe they're telling you about the box that I have in my room of my dad's ashes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a quick question. All I'm hearing is, okay, so there's several things that's happening at once. Now don't mean they're all the same. I hear the word precious. I see a pair of lips, like a kiss. I see a piece of paper. I see that there's a lot of joy, something to do with how you have these things. Now, I don't know if this is how you look at them, or is this if there's something in there, but there's something to do. It's not as.
I have his ashes with a little piece of his. It's his obituary, and I have a little picture of him.
Okay. Yes. He says.
And the picture came from his apartment, so it was like his own picture frame. That he put his own picture in a motorcycle frame.
He says oh wow, he's touched. He says that he's thankful. He's thankful. Did he joke with you a lot?
Oh, our dad was hilarious. He always
he says if you should put me in a picture frame and put me on your counter. He says you may have to turn away sometimes in order for you to get some work done. He says he's joking. He keeps talking about.
He's joking also because he knows I'll know that because my grandparents have the main part of all his ashes in a fancy box on their kitchen counter with a picture. And in this picture, his eyes look like he's following you around the kitchen and and everything. And you sit there, you eat with my dad. Picture my dad staring at us.
Yeah, he's laughing. He's going. He's laughing. So yes.
My sister and I just had a conversation last week about how It's weird that our dad's ashes aren't like spread somewhere or anything. They're on our grandparents' counter with a picture that stares at you of them.
He says, I ain't going anywhere. He says, but sometimes you may have to turn it around just so you can have some privacy. He's laughing. And he says, did he call you a nickname, like say baby girl or something? He had a nickname. Do you have a nickname for you? He's trying to call you that nickname right now.
I was his firstborn, so I was his baby girl.
Okay. Because he's
I
like,
was the firstborn planned one, right?
yeah. Anyways, he's excited. He says it's nice. It's nice. Now you have a lot of male energy because one deep male voice goes, hey, don't forget about me. I mean, it's a deep, I can't tell who it is. Did you have a friend that passed that was a male as well?
I've had an ex-boyfriend of mine that passed away that was male when I was younger. And I've had a few males.
Okay, some males that you weren't as close to has passed, but they certainly remember you. Now, did you? I don't mean to offend anybody, but did you have any of them have a different color skin than yours?
Yep, I had all the I have a East Indian brother-in-law. I have a Vietnamese.
That's why I see a full. Okay, okay. I don't know why it's important to show me that they're all different. You know.
Yes, yeah, because I've always had ethnic boyfriends and friends.
Thank you. So they just wanted to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
I thought just saying men energy alone. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they say no, time's up. They love you. And again, I heard baby girl. So
yeah,
okay,
that's why
I was compelled to
if I do meditation or visualizations, it's like, you do that visualization of your ancestors with you. It's like I'm driving down the street with my Chinese father-in-law, my Vietnamese ex-boyfriend, my East Indian brother-in-law, my dad, my grandpa, my other brother-in-law. They're all males.
Yeah, they said that you just need to put something on the count. I don't know. I don't think they all drink, but it's like that you could put like to celebrate. You could just take one thing, put it on the counter, like a drink, give them a toast every now and then because they're joking. Because they're like, you know what? We could all sit here and play cards, and we could play like those dogs in a picture frame. Really?
Yeah, that's exactly. I make jokes to my sister that they're all like her. The man that widowed her is with all my other male ancestors, and they're all drinking and playing cards and hanging out. And it's like our dad, my father-in-law, everybody, right?
Oh God, I'm glad you understood that. So yes, that's
my father-in-law. Well.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you could never get a picture of them, if you got the picture of the dogs playing cards, they're like, you're all going to remember us.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if you start seeing dogs today. Just saying. Okay. Yeah, they love you. Da, 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 and now they're off. Thank you. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. I love that. Oh, it's a pleasure always talking to you. And thank you so much for coming on, hon.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Well, that was fun. Oh, you never know what some of these stories that they bring through, whether I can translate them or not. That's always the kicker. All right, so any 1 minute, let's let it rip. Hey,
ma'am.
Were you saying something when Tammy was on?
I was compelled to type because she got teared up when she was talking about her dad.
Oh, yeah.
Type, hugs, baby girl.
Oh, hugs, baby girl. Tammy, did you hear that? Aw.
It just came out.
It came out. Well, it barely came through the mic. I couldn't quite hear it. So that's, I didn't mean to cut you off or anything, but then I realized you had spoke. Okay, who's our first?
Madison Amy, whatever comes.
Madison?
Madison
Heights, Madison Twinkies. Medicine. So I could take your name in all directions. Madison Avenue, Madison. Okay, why are we doing that? I don't know.
Take me off the screen too.
Madison what? Oh, take you off the screen. Okay. She said it, folks. Baby put herself in the corner. We got the relationship deck, and having that playfulness, learning to capture that part of yourself and that youthful feeling will actually allow you to connect with other people. And when it's, ooh, who is it doesn't like that childish behavior? It's not that you're childish, but it's that beautiful capturedness. Somehow, by you being that, because I just threw up this card, said something about it throws off the chemistry. What, with yourself? With somebody? Well, the question is, should you get rid of that or should you keep that? And I'm going to tell you, you need to have that part of you that's playful. Now, if there's a party that needs to grow up, fine. But your soulmate is actually on its way. So you may not be quite aligned with this. And the question always remains, it's like, well, isn't my soulmate always a soulmate? Or is it? Do you know what I've noticed? It's going to sound weird, but certain light codes aren't on. And when the light codes come on, sometimes a person that's before you can become your soulmate, from my understanding. So in some cases, you may be with the right person, but at the same time, you have to stop self-sabotaging and allow yourself to be attracted to what you like and be cute and funny, and don't change yourself just because it throws things off. It is part of that timid little person that's deep inside that says, I have to change myself to please them. And you're looking at a program that's ready to come to the surface and be taken care of. I can't tell you it's going to be with grace and ease, but it can be done. Do I keep a certain person in my life? It is bringing that relationship card. You change it out. If you have to change yourself and become less than, then you need to grow in that aspect of yourself, and you have to come online again. So don't change yourself and lose parts of yourself, because that's going to be a hard road for you to get back. All right.
Miss LaRonda.
My mind goes all over the place when it comes to spirituality, the fun, the jokes, all of it. And the way you were taught how to express your love, they're asking you to change that, because part of your expressing your love, you cap it. You have a limitation on how you express your love. And this something has to do with when you begin to feel awkward, you go into a pattern of contracting your energy in, which then invalidates you. So you're betraying yourself, you're self-sabotaging, because if you were to express your love the way you want, there's a part of you that feels like it will upset people. Does that make sense? Because they're literally saying that you're ready to grow into your relevancy of who you are and come more into a line with who you're meant to be. And that means you should be able to do things without fear and just become more you. You have a lot of support, but there are some things that relationships where your language, you're going to get stronger with the words you want, and you're going to be able to move the ego out of the way and start moving down the road. All right, who's next?
Lois, and she says, I've been having strange dreams and been having thoughts about someone for over a month now.
Okay. When you take whoever it is inside the dream world, understand these are aspects of you. So if I was dreaming about Amy and she shows up as funny, okay, so then I'm going to say that part of me that's funny. And let's say I'm at a beach or Amy's at the beach. Now that's my subconscious mind. In my conscious mind, I'm bringing something to the surface and that I need to address. So you have to look at, when it comes to people, they are aspects of you. And if it makes you come to think of other people, now I'm going to ask, is that dream and what you're doing, are they connected? No, sometimes you misunderstood the dream. There's more components to that dream, but you have triggered yourself to think of this other person, and it's been a month, meaning there are some consistencies in this factor. Put the timer on. And they said that you have been suppressing the way the loftiness energy is. Now, whether you're thinking of them because other people have been lofty and it's a focal point, they said yes, or you are not knowing what loftiness looks like, and you could have seen it through them, or they could have behaved a certain way. They're not really clear on this, because I see, this is where we'd need more than a minute. There's all these little components, and again, this kaleidoscope of life, when you see those different perspectives, there's something that's very, okay, so your dream is separate from this, but it triggered you so that you can start to look at certain aspects of this person, but you have to really address what loftiness is. Once you begin to define it, you can decide whether you need to be lofty or you want to get rid of lofty energy, but you should not have to succumb to somebody just because they carry themselves in a very lofty manner, unless that's what you're attracted to. That was a bizarre type of thing. It's not just one clear thing. It was just like, here, let's show her 3 or 4 plates at once. Really? Okay. Who's next?
Crystal Allen, and she sent a picture, but I'm not sure how to get you the picture. Because if I forward it, it doesn't forward the picture.
Oh, shoot. Okay, can you hold it up on the screen so I can see? Just have to smile. I can't make her too big. So you can interpret that in many ways. What does she say?
She says, "Hi Brenda, this is Crystal Allen. Hey, can you tell me what's up with this face? It's on my ceiling in my room. The face changes when I'm looking at it. Can you tell me anything about it, please?"
And can you see the face, Amy?
I see the letter J, a capital
Okay.
J with.
All I need you to do is stare at the picture for me.
Okay.
Well, interestingly enough, there's a comfort in this familiarity, because the first thing it says is you have this fear of being alone. But then all of a sudden it's like, I'm not here to scare you. I'm actually here to comfort you. Oh, and I just kind of, it's a strange sound that just went and made this kind of deaf and came into my head. There's all of, now I'm going through all these particular memories. Hold on. But let me ask you a question, Crystal. Do you feel into some way when you look at that, do you feel comfort? Because it's the feeling that you are meant to begin to notice that you don't have to feel all of those things that haunt you in all of these things that do you understand? It's oh, it's weird. I mean, it's not, that's not weird. I'm trying to figure out the right words. If you feel this washing over, that it's there to comfort you, that is exactly it. It is meant to help you not have to have those certain memories that get tripped to make you feel scared or make you feel alone. You don't need to call it to you. Just understand it's protecting you. No, not really. Oh, well, I think it's the way that you're interpreting it, because you don't have to call it in. Again, your memories of those horrifying things that occurred to you are what actually are haunting you. Okay, Ames.
Brittany, and she says, I've been seeing my birth time and my birth date lately. Is there a message for me about that?
What card you want? Okay. Yes, I'm going to take these. And then we need let's see what the gods of Titans and Titans have to say. Oh, okay. I see some type of a solar alignment. And something about not taking action just yet because you're ungrounded. And if you were to do that, you could have self-sabotage. So they're saying that whatever it is that you want to do, if there's some action you have to take, just kind of stop, get yourself grounded, because if you just do this action without grounding yourself, understanding something like what that playful inner child love that you have within yourself, turn it on, what will happen is that you're going to go into your headspace and come up. So put your hand on your heart. You're going to learn to talk and ask questions while your hand's on your heart, which means your mind will start to come down where your heart is or your hand is. And you then can ask, am I supposed to take action now? And the more that you start to allow yourself to become more grounded into your heart, and sometimes you may have to go walk in the grass, or you may have to feel Mother Earth and kind of imagine you got vortexes on your feet and you feel like you're sucking Mother Earth up. There's tons of ways to ground yourself, because you're telling yourself you really don't want to be self-sabotaged. You don't want to do that. It's not very healthy for you to do this at this time. And if I ask Spirit, why? Because there's a part of you that's giving yourself hope. I want to do this. You're aiming. But if you're not grounded and you're doing the self-sabotage, then you'll think that, oh, overtime hopelessness. Oh, here we go again. I shouldn't have tried. Da, da, da. They're saying that you can actually start to cut some of those thought processes out. You don't really need to think of those things. Okay, who's next?
Jo Wales. She says, what will it take for my relationship to go to the next level?
Okay. First of all, understand that if you want something to change out here, you have to change your inner program. So for you to take that into the next level, there's a part of you that has to begin to take some sort of action to actually say, you know, this is it. I'm ready to move forward. Are you? And wow, did you just say timid? What? You resonate with others. So who do you have insecurity? Are you letting him call the shots? Because they're saying within you, you need to begin to start feeling very secure. Start living your life, your purpose, doing your thing. And the alignment will pull him in. Okay? Because as I'm looking, it says that you are used to criticizing. I don't know if you criticize yourself or you hear other people criticize, or your filter hears people talk and then you criticize that you should be, you know, and this should be, and really it's not about them, it's about you. And so your inner world is, where is it I want to do, how I want to do it, and this is what I'm going to move into doing. Okay, so you have to start believing more in yourself for you to go in that direction. Okay, Ames.
TP.
TP. Okay. You're getting stronger. I swear you feel like your mom's giving you a sign every day, whether she's giving you a card every day, but something's happening. Because it says that, and then I flip the card and it says help from above. So you actually are getting a lot of help. Your mom says something about set the intention of your GPS and then watch how I will help deliver it. She said, stop selling yourself out because it's those feelings. And I said, well, what's causing this sellout? And they said, your pride gets hurt because it's like they know, oh, there's TP's button, and they'll push it. And then all of a sudden, that beautiful spiritual TP goes back into an old habit. And if you can start calling your power back when that happens, and they said that you soon, don't worry, soon you're going to get out of self-survival, self-preservation mode, and you'll get out of that. You'll start to, because you're getting stronger day by day, and you're actually, believe it or not, you are surprising yourself. All right, who's next?
Julie Knoll, and
I will do Julie Knoll first, and then I see somebody's paid. Vicky. Okay, so Julie. What did she say?
Okay, she says, I hope you are both well. How is the time going? Oh, it's 8 in the morning here.
And it's 10:30 p.m. here.
Are you enjoying it? You look different tonight, lighter, and you are shining more. Thank you. If Brenda would have time for a 1 minute, please. Lots of love and light.
Awesome. So what are you doing? Buffing yourself over there?
It must be. I don't know.
All right. Miss Julie. Oh, it's just like my head. I just want to go into a space. And the energy changes, and I feel this invading energy of, and I don't know if you're getting it. It feels like an active memory. It feels like, okay, what's love got to do with it? Jealousy and rejecting something out of your reality. It's like somebody's telling you this is the way something is, and you're like, no, it's not. But you're kind of also believing it. Now, this could be just all inside your own head. This is yeah. Wow, everybody's not doing one thing. They're doing several little things here, aren't they? This person's doing it too. And Julie, there's something about a longing. Is that yours? You've contracted your energy because somebody's longing. But you know longing, and therefore your body is responding with that. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, Julie, if that's the case, Spirit will probably want you to look at what longing is. So define it. If you're longing, heal it out. If somebody else is longing and you can feel them, they're longing for you, or they're longing for something, but you still can feel it, you need to heal that out, because your energy's got this dip in it that really needs to be picked back up. Okay. Who's next? Oh, Vicky's next. What do you want to do? Do you want to come in, or how does she want it done?
No clue. Vic, are you coming on the show?
Ooh.
I can send you the link, love.
You know what's funny is that people, when they write in, they must have a different email. Because Llewellyn, who was that? She said spot on. Who was that?
Joe Wales.
I'm not connecting names. I feel like I'm all over the place, huh?
Joe Wales.
Oh! Yes, I remember she said something. Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to find your...
All right, well, give me another minute. Well, another minute read while this is happening.
Sinisha?
Sinisha?
Sinisha.
Starts with an S or a C?
Sinisha.
Okay. All right, here we go. Wow, I took a breath in, kind of interesting, and all of a sudden it slid me back in time. I mean, literally, I'm not here right now. What the hell? Where am I at? I'm in a town. I want to feel like I'm in the 40s. No, I have to be earlier than that. There's happiness. What the hell? I'm in a dress that's those long with the cinched waist. You know, what do you call those? Corsets.
A corset.
Yeah, corsets. I have to wear a hat. Where in the hell am I? Can you give me something besides time? Ignore that. I'm so convinced now. What's going on here? I'm like, so I witnessed something. What did I witness? So now I'm propelled back here. So in that particular time, you witnessed something. So it'd have to be something scary. Yes. That it contracted your energy. So your energy was contracted at that moment in time. Really? Oh, and it had to do with unfair practices. Let me ask you, do you see unfair going on in your space right now? I have not had one of those. I've been propelled back into a space before, but not where I was it. Oh, I so hope she answers.
Hi, Lillian.
Hi, Lillian. Okay, so I would really hope that they come on. What's the next 1 minute? Because I see James has something here. Who is Lori? Thanks so much. I must have gave her reading too. Some of these people's names aren't matching as I'm looking.
Lois was Lori.
Oh, did I do her?
Yes.
Where the heck was
I? South Australia, I think. I'm not sure.
Hello.
You're in. You must be.
I want to know about that propelling back in time one. Okay. Trippy. I say definitely trippy. Okay, so who's next, did you say, while we're waiting for Vicky?
I don't know. Vicky, come on, babe.
Okay, all right. I'll take that, James. James, you still here? James Merkel? Marco Polo? I'm curious. Oh, Vic's there. Well, that's odd. It's coming sideways. Well, if James, you're there, you'll be after I get done with Vicky. Oh, you're the lofty. Okay.
Ooh, I can mail your package today, Brenda.
What am I getting?
You're getting a big box.
Hey, there's Vic. Vic, is it okay to put you on the screen or no? No. Okay, well, I can't hear you. We got to unmute you. I'll get you there. Yes, I heard Tweeties.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by birds this morning. You could put me on screen. What the hell?
I love Tweeties. That's beautiful. Miss Vicky. Oh, nice hat, young lady.
You like that?
Yeah, so it's like it's got a little crown on it all of its own.
It does. Well, no, I put that there.
I love it.
Yeah, I had to hide my hair.
Oh, yeah, I know that feeling. Okay, how are you and how would you like me to help you, darling?
Well, can you tell me why
my balls itch? Yes, Vicky, you got me to say it.
What does that say, Brenda?
I'm not doing it again. Oh, my balls itch.
Oh, you did it. You did it.
I know. The comedian in me wants to meets the comedian in you.
I don't know. Just
what are you petrified about? All of a sudden, you're petrifiedness about trip me, and you're walking. I'm the one that got tripped. So tell me why you feel petrified. Ooh, about this move. Never mind.
Well, I think it's just a combination of moving all of my stuff again and the uncertainty and
had you
yeah.
Do you feel like you had to become self-centered? Did you have to go into ego and become self-centered?
Oh, definitely. To survive in my family, you had to become self-centered.
You have question inside you said, who will I be if I go there? Well, I have the lack of control. There's a party that's kind of, this is going to sound strange. Your future self is telling you you're going to be just fine. But
Yeah.
the self that's looking at me has actually kind of went to the end of the timeline, but it's not the same as high beta. How do I explain this? There's a part of you that already is saying, oh my God, who am I going to be when I get there? Because this is all I know. And then it's like, will I have this lack of control because I'm not sure if I'm, and then it stops. I don't hear you anymore, because then your future self comes in and says, oh, you got this. You are going to have, you got this. It's the growth you've been looking for, from what I heard.
Yeah.
So,
you know, there is a part of me that knows it's going to be fine, and that I've always been able to overcome and you know, get done what needs to be done. But I've been stuck for a while and just trying to kind of figure out between my various gifts that I have and how it all comes together and what exactly I should be doing, and
okay.
that control plan is throwing me off.
Right. Because now you said it, because see, they had pointed out pride and they pointed out the lack of control. And it's like, you are going into a transition, because you said you needed this. And they're showing me this transition of, I'm getting more of what it means to be a healthier spiritual comedian, which is good on you. And but you're saying, I'm really going to be looking at the pride thing when I get there, because when you're too close, that family, but you're moving into a different territory with different people. You're like, yeah, it's a piece of cake. But you are going to be, did you just say she's going to challenge herself with her pride? But it's not going to be in a bad way as you think. Pride is that part that's that confidence. And you're actually going to start noticing when you lose confidence. And I feel like you're going to stop yourself and going, no, I don't have to do that. Because before, you had to survive within the family. You had to act this way, because you're going to have a whole different type of environment that's actually going to be supportive to some degree. And the person you're moving in with, I feel like in a way, you can feel their emotionally repressed energy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I also feel like they're going to look at you as a mentor.
I do see it a little bit with my sisters already, and some of my friends, and I've always been a mentor to people. And so that's just kind of in my nature. Now, finding out or figuring out how to be a mentor, but not, you know, having to fix people or what have you. And, you know, this whole spiritual comedian stuff comes up, and you know, that blocks me too, because I don't really even feel like that's necessarily of my future or what I want to do at this time. Although anything I do, I bring my off the wall sense of humor into it.
Right. That's what they mean. They're not mean that you have to be a comedian to stand up. It's like when there's a comparison, they're saying, to when you were on your old job and you had to be tough as nails, or you had to, but I feel like in a way you're going to give a different strength. Instead of an ego strength, it's going to be a spiritual strength. And that means to be lighthearted, to be fun. Yeah, you're going to show up so differently to yourself. You're actually going to be surprised, because I can see more of your gifts. I can see more of how you're supposed to find your purpose and alignment. There is like almost a clear road. This is really strong. Yes, you definitely are on your path. You do know it's a path switch. You are more aligned than you think you are. You are so ready to be propelled. What? Learning stuff, something. What do you, just shut up for a minute. I'm right on the verge of something. You know what action steps are, right?
Yeah.
And you have them.
No.
Oh, well, you'll be having action steps, definitely. If you don't have them now, I feel like you're going to do some action steps, because I feel like as you're helping, you will actually realize that you're being a teacher and you're creating the steps you need to formulate what you need and what needs to be done. It'll just it's like coming into play. It's like with me, you're watching how, what does the academy look like? And I had no clue, but as it's unfolding, it's starting to become more clear how everything's wrapping up, coming into the way it's folded. I feel like you are coming into your own, Miss Vicki. Ooh. Wait, where are you moving to? Where are you moving to?
Huntington Beach, California.
Okay. Do they talk differently down there?
Well, as compared to where I'm at, oh yeah, it's
okay.
It's like two different worlds.
Okay, so they're saying like you're going to move into an area where it's like, yes, Miss Vicki, but at the same time, it's you're going to fit in. Let's just say you're going to fit in, but yet you're not going to be normal fit in. You are going to fit in, and the new normal always has a moving target. And you're like, yeah, I got the ball and I'm bouncing it.
You know, that's so funny because it's through ego, I learned how to always fit in. Like I always fit in and gathered people towards me. And that's what I think has been difficult with this journey for me is now how, because I am changing, how fitting in and in a different way, and where is that line between kind of what I keep and what I don't keep, and kind of
you're just going to transform right into it. It's actually going to be easier than you think. Now it's been hard, but it's going to actually start to become more easier, because you're going to see all these little hard pieces and all these things that you've done is all going to start forming into this easier way of being and thinking. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised and enjoy that part of your life more now, because you're going to have that more freedom, that the thing that you wanted, a little bit more of who Vicki is without having to close down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yes, I'm all for this move. Go, 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 go.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm packing. My goal is to leave tomorrow. So.
Oh, okay. So you leave tomorrow. How long does it take to get there? Because you're there to there. Yeah. How long is that?
It's about 20 to 22 hours, but I'm going to take my time. And if I feel like stopping someplace, and then I am going to Phoenix, Arizona, where my hairdresser is, oh, God bless. And friend, and my first woo-woo friend, and going to stay with them for a few days. I'm going to meet Danny, hopefully, and another.
So a picture.
Yeah. We're going to do a video.
Forget a picture. We gotta zoom it.
Oh, that's going to be cool. And then when I come over, I'll come and visit all you guys.
There you go. Shit, no, we're coming there.
Oh, yeah. We're all for that here. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, yes. Okay, so we may not hear from you for a while.
Oh, I'm sure. I have a phone and I have a record button, and I'm very.
We'll be right with your journey then.
What's that word?
Just don't get us into the bathroom.
But I do things at once.
Multitasker for some reason. Yes.
There you go. So.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Yes. I love that hat. I think I need to have a crown here.
Isn't that? This is my mom. My mom collected hats, and everybody. We gave away a lot of hats, and then for her celebration of life, we had all these hats, and we're like, "What are we going to do with them?" And she also had scarves like crazy. So I chose this hat for me, and the sisters all took a hat. But what we did is for the table arrangements, we took her hat and we put a plant in it. And then we took one of her scarves and decorated the tables. And so people, as they left, they could take a hat. So it gave them a gift of her, and it got them the hell out of our house.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that. I hear giggles, so I'm assuming she loves it too. That was like, ah. It's an interesting laugh. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate that. Now you go and you have a safe trip, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, that was nice.
Brenda, I believe we have a pay it forward from Melinda.
Ooh. Oh, wait.
And then is Cindy is going to come on. Betty is paying for her, and she's paying Betty.
Y'all got it figured out, right?
We got it all figured out.
Okay. Ooh, look at that, Tammy. It says, Pilly, I can visit you in California on the beach. Ooh, we gotta get more pictures. Yeah.
Definitely.
That'd be cool to get some tribal pictures.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
Oh my God.
Really be awesome.
So awesome. Yes.
Just teleport to your pool with water in it.
Right now the rain keeps filling up. Ellen keeps cleaning it out, and then the rain comes in. We're not complaining. And I says, oh, we get blessed twice, because then that rain gets to get on the plants. We want to redo the inside of our pool, but every time we try to do it, it's been raining. Now, normally we don't ever get any rain. We've had drought. We finally get rain. He's like, oh, okay. He's not trying not to complain. He's like, thank you, rain. Okay. All right.
So we have pay it forward, correct?
Yeah, if that's what it is. Where are we at here? Yeah, we have a Melinda, and you said paying it forward to anybody in is that what you mean?
Do you want me to do a drawing, Melinda?
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
Or do you have a specific person in mind?
La, 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 la. And what's the thing about Betty you said?
Okay, Betty is paying for Sinisha.
Okay.
Because Sinisha doesn't have pay. I don't know.
Okay, as long as everybody knows something. So,
okay,
we have a pay it forward.
All right. So, if you want to be in the drawing for the pay it forward reading, please say yes, please. Only once.
And then she'll put your name in.
And I will put your name in my little bucket here.
Oh, that's right. Tammy's in Canada. I didn't think she was going to be. Oh, that's just silly me. But they can come and enjoy.
Well, I'm 5 hours from Canada? Never been.
Well, you really are close, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hell, you drove that before.
But I'm closer to Walnut Grove.
What's that?
I'm closer to Walnut Grove.
That's Little House on the Prairie.
Yep.
Yeah, you notice I realized the crown. That is the symbol. The tiara. See, it's MWS. Mm-hmm. Most people don't realize the W is the crown, or the M and the W is the crown. So I'm going to need a tiara. I'm going to manifest one. Okay, who's next? Just tell me who it is.
It's I don't have any more 1 minute. Oh, no, I do. Sarah.
Oh, wait a minute. We told that. Did he ever come back? Did that James ever come back?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Well, I would have done a reading, but he didn't come back. Okay, so we have a Sarah. A 1 minute and Sarah?
Sarah Bailey, yeah.
Sarah Bailey. All I can say is, who does this remind you of? That's interesting. Who does this remind you of? Okay, so they're pointing to karma. Energy expands. Fear. Great alarm. And I can't think about it. So, We talking about, all right, so they're talking about, are you thinking that maybe something bad's happening? Why is that going? Because it's not a 1 minute. So was there an act? Are they tattling on you? I feel like you you created karma, or there's karma coming in and stuff like this. And they says that your energy is contracted, you're vulnerable, which means the central's down and your governing's down, and you're actually needing to heal something about your heart, because it says that there's an injustice of energy and a scorn, and the scorn and the injustice came when you were 2 years old. So you're kind of like going back to a particular active memory. So whatever it is that you've done, you feel like you did something bad, and you've created this, feel like you've created karma, and you there's a part of you that's going back, and the old part of you says, oh, you got to scorn yourself, and you have to, do all these things. You literally need to notice how your thinking does this. You need to just learn to put your hand on your forehead and start healing some of the stuff out. Just, oh my God, I feel like this is a big fat tat, and just stay there and stay there and stay there until it's calming down. Then you're going to be able to hear clearer thoughts. And maybe one aspect is putting your hand in your heart. Did I really cure karma? Did you really, if you have, then again, you can heal and balance this in many ways. All right. Who is coming on?
She says, oh,
or am I doing it in the room? What am I doing?
Sinisha, she was downloading Zoom as far as I know.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
James is here.
There's James. Okay, because you had said something. He didn't email, but he did say something like he wanted a reading.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm just going to give you a 1 minute, James. James. You're carrying the enemy card. Is this somebody sees you as an enemy, or you think you are the enemy, or there's something to do with being disgraced? And they said that it's not true. There's a certain arrogance of energy that's putting you in that place of disgrace. Oh, we're going back there again. Look up disgrace, look up arrogance, just so you have the clear definition. Something about letting go of pride. Now, the pride is a confidence. If that confidence is that you get your confidence hurt, your pride hurt, or again, I feel like somebody has this filter, and you're holding yourself up against their value, their filter, their standard, or something. And you have to consider the source, James. There's something to do with, well, let's say if it's like your mother or something, and you're thinking, okay, there's a right way, wrong way, so you will judge yourself accordingly. But then you have to understand you were born in this body, and are you really the enemy? Because sometimes people will make you feel like you're the enemy when it's really their issue, is what we're getting to. So it will shake the confidence, if that makes any sense. Okay, so James, yeah, I need to know some feedback, because I don't even know if you're aware of that feeling. There's an overbearing energy that pushes in that direction. Anyway, who is anybody in the room? Let me check. Anybody? Let's see. Anybody say?
Okay, I got the email that Betty paid for Sinisha.
Awesome. If I get on the right mouse, I can tell you too. La, 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 la.
Yeah, Melinda, I sit like this most days.
You should have seen me earlier. Oh, I can't figure this thing out. I'm like, okay, just take 5. And then I came in alignment, and then the carpet came in, and I rebalanced myself, and it was like, okay, I can do this. And then everything went right. Everything went right. As we're waiting for somebody to come in the room, if you are looking
I
for.
only have one name in my bucket.
Okay, and if somebody wants to get a free 6-minute reading, say yes, please. James, you can do this too. Who else? Amanda and there's a Stephanie. There, you can say yes, please, and you get a chance to win a 1-minute or 6-minute free read. A 6-minute free read. That's what I say. I do Ferris Bueller. Anyone? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller. So we got Angie. Okay, excellent. And Amanda. So Betty says she thinks that she's in.
Sanisha, are you going to come into Zoom?
She got the right now. Oh yeah, somebody. I assume that's it. I think we got it. All right, LG Style 5. Is that you? Because I think the volume, is it working?
Sanisha?
No volume yet. No volume yet. But it'll get there. As soon as the volume comes in, she'll say hello. Oops, that's not it.
I'm up to 3 names.
Huh?
I'm up to 3 names.
Good. It doesn't need many.
Tanisha, can
Okay,
you?
she says she's here, but I don't see the volume thing. So something about the audio is not working, because normally we would see when somebody, we can mute them or unmute them. So I don't even know if she can hear me. If you can go to the lower, wait a minute, she's on her phone. So where is that? It's at the bottom, isn't it still?
It's at the bottom on the, she's on an Android, so it's on the bottom left. It's connecting to audio now. Oh,
yay! What time is it? It's only 11. I could go for bed. Getting up at 9. It's kicking my ass.
8:30 here. I'm going to call the Cairo when we get off.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mowed the lawn yesterday and...
Jiggled something loose?
Uh-huh.
Ouch. Okay, we have almost got sound.
Mute.
Yes! I think I can hear you.
I'm a person. Okay, wait. All right. Hi.
Now, can I make you big so that everybody can see, or just your volume?
You can make me big. I don't, it's early, so who cares?
That's right. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Okay, now how can I help you?
I don't know. So Betty, I love her, and so she suggested for me to talk to you and get some readings. So let's read away. So I'm in I'm in a third party situation, and then I've got things going on with family. I'm just a hot mess, but
hot mess. Amy, is this the one I read for 1 minute?
This is the one where you went back in time.
Did you hear that at all when I went back? Did you come in?
I did, and I've sat down with people before, and no one can ever read me, so it just is what that is.
Well, I'm just saying I was thrown back in time, and I had witnessed something, and that's the part that was like, whoa. Have you witnessed things before that was shocking?
Yeah, all the time. It's just the norm of my world.
So do you hear the connection, people? I went to your exact spot where it happened. So that's what they want you to address. So you said it's all the time. Now what's interesting is, now here we go again. Wow, why are we going there? Is this you, fully you? Are you taking some energies on? No, we're going to go back. Wow, you witnessed, but then you got accused. Do you feel like you get accused in your life?
All the time.
Okay. Well, it's not true. It's not true. I mean, you are arguing. I'm you back then, and I'm arguing. It's not true. You were just walking. I feel like you were walking like in the middle of the road there, and you witnessed it. And so just because you happened to witness it, somebody blamed you, which was just not right. And I don't care how many times you have defended yourself. Are you saying? So do you feel like, do you have any marks that you have on your neck or anything in this life? Any birthmarks? Any?
I have a mark on my chest.
Okay, because they said that you were hurt, killed for that.
Oh shit.
Okay, so so that's why I said if there's a mark somewhere, because they keep saying it's right up around in here, there's just a mark. Now, just give me a second. I have not gone propelling back and forth now. Yours, that's strong. Okay, is this you from that past life? Yes, there's no attachment. No, this is her. Your soul is like, I keep repeating being accused. I keep repeating of witnessing. So now what do you want her to do about it? Yeah, I know she's depleted. Are you depleted by all this?
I'm so depleted. I sleep and I'm still tired.
So here's the question. During all that, okay, now I'm going to use my finger. I don't mean to, but do you become irrelevant? You know, it's like, do they put you there to make you become irrelevant? Like you don't matter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, girl.
But I have a strong presence, so you can't make me as irrelevant as you want. But yeah.
Okay, so your soul is telling me that you've been trying to recover. I got to ask, how many freaking past lives have you done this? You've been trying. Yeah, that's pretty much the word. 8 lifetimes.
Wow. Yeah.
8 lifetimes. So even though it may have only been, you could died many times, whatever. But the point is that everything's in a spiral. So they're trying to show you that this particular part, I mean, your eyes popped out your head. You're like, you saw it. But because you were there, you were easily targeted. So do you feel targeted as well, besides being accused? No, you've overcome that one, didn't you?
Kind of, yeah, slightly. There are times when I do, but I'm always accused of things, even if I have nothing to do with things. So
right, yeah,
the way my world is.
Okay, but the target thing, that's better. You've gotten better, so you're not quite a target, because I can see another where you like Al Capone time, where you were the target. So you have been doing your best, and they're telling me that we've come up with the spirit. Oh, what are we talking about now? What? Because of that particular thing, you haven't let go of how that moment was. I don't think is it because of what you witnessed? It's because you were accused. It's because you were hurt, hung. You had. I feel like whatever it was. Did you get her head chopped off? No, it was something about 2 things happened. It looks like you got hung or you got shot. Something strange, something stabbing, something strange. But it was taking the innocence, because you didn't do it. And it's like you feel like there's an injustice. Well, what are we going to do so that she doesn't have to keep repeating it? Well, you got to get out of cloudy thinking. Here we go. Do you have a thing where you go and people they want you to become something out of sympathy?
Oh, boy, yeah, and I do become it.
The problem is this is part of the cycle that pulls you back around. So if you were to begin to, she woke up. Okay, I'm not sure how awake you are. The more you start to step into that authentic self and you start to heal out, what do you want her to heal out? Was the first thing. The first thing is hopelessness. Get rid of hopelessness. Then have to get rid of false pride, because you got people that have this false pride and somehow they've convinced you that you are supposed to think this way too. But you've woke up. No, wait, I lean forward. I think you said I can't see what color of skin. Yeah, so you got you darker color. Okay, yes, your darker color. Okay, so you've come in with the culture. Where you live?
Utah.
Utah. How is the people treating people of color in Utah? You know, how is the I don't even know about I just, you know, how do you fit in?
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know. I was born here, so I've adjusted.
You've
Huh?
adjusted. Okay.
I've adjusted to what this is, and I was born here, so it's like I really don't know any different. But the older that I get, the more that I see the reality of what it is.
Okay, but do you feel? You see, that's the thing. Okay, shut up about that. Okay? So here's the thing. Right now in the United States, you are seeing uniquely division. Are you seeing division over there now?
No,
Yes.
kind of. I don't know.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
Amy says she can start seeing how people are dividing. Now, in your culture, I don't even think that's what I want to say. Is somebody trying to convince you? That's what I want. That's what I want.
Mhm.
Because, okay, because you're Black, you're supposed to think this way. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is there a history, a way you're supposed to think? Because what I see is I see you have been born maybe in this color skin, but there's a part of you that's born more of the light, which means there's a part of you that's supposed to help bring the comfort, the compassion, the changing of that older thinking. Because I feel like you're meant to help people rise out of that old part. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a part of you that knows that you're not meant to fit in. You're meant to. You're meant to stand in a certain way to help people say, okay, that may have been who we were. Now let's become something better.
Oh, I've always been like that. Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to do that?
I think I've stopped. I think that over time, getting older, I've realized, I don't know, I just lost that energy.
Don't shut that down. That's your beautiful self. Okay, that's why we're doing this. Okay. I know, okay, I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take for the United States to change. But please don't shut that down, sweetheart. You were born for a particular purpose. Okay.
I've actually gone backwards into more of the thinking of where it's like it's pointless and it's hopeless and people are going to be the way that they are.
Right. But you, honey, you're how do you want to put it? That is collective.
And that's not just like the lighter people, it's the darker side too. People just have this way of thinking on both ends.
But there's a collective whole. That collective whole is meant to wake up. You are a light. If you start to channel through the light energy, what word am I looking for? Because I'm an anchoring point. So I'm from Michigan, but I'm an anchoring point here in Australia. Okay. An anchor is somebody that's in spirituality and holds a light, and you have to learn to spread this energy out so that it creates a wave. And then I know that I've got some people and friends, I haven't met them, but I can feel the anchors in Perth and New South Wales, and I can feel it. I can even feel Amy, which is in Minnesota, and we're anchor points to help create the new grid of energy. So we have to get that heart to feel the spirit of love again. Yes, this is where they're at. But I think if you learn how to be yourself, be a mentor towards yourself, which means eventually you're going to start being able to affect others. You're forgetting your purpose. I don't want you to forget who you are, honey.
Okay.
Your light is beautiful. And it looks like it's trying to dim. It won't go out because you have too much hope in you. Okay? Stop looking on the outside and just say, thank you, Spirit. How am I supposed to show up today? Okay? When you start to do that, you're going to need to pull in, like, for instance, people are joining my tribe. And it's a tribal unit. And what it is it just helps you wake up and see things. People listen to the videos and they can learn how to change that thinking. Because if you keep listening to other people or they're telling you that this is the way you're supposed to be, and it's not about changing them at all, even though that's what we kind of need to do, it's the changing of the program inside. So when you start catching your purpose and you're like, oh, I really, no, that's not me. I don't need to do that because I can feel their frequencies all on you, which is saying that you're morphing into getting lost in their reality. You were born and you may have forgotten, but not for long. Okay? Tune in and just say, thank you, Spirit. Show me what I need to do today. Train yourself to see how Spirit says, okay, maybe it's just to say something out loud. Maybe it's a smile or a greeting. And do you know what I mean?
I do. A lot of people who meet me or spend time with me, they're like, you're so rejuvenating. I just needed that time. And it's just me being me.
Yes.
And I forget, like, over the years, these last few years, because I've been so hurt by people, I've stopped communicating with people. I put myself inward.
We can help you heal the hurt. We can help you heal the hurt to get you back. Trust me. Ask Amy. Ask any of my students.
Oh my God, yes.
You don't have to live there.
I've just crawled into a hole and I don't go out, you know?
Oh, you can't go anywhere. I want you to feel that pain you have right now. Put that on the scale from 0 to 10 real quick. Is it a 10?
It's way above. I have no hope in people. I have no hope.
Can you take and hold up your left hand for me, sweetheart, and see that spot there? Put your thumb on that spot. Okay, so come down a little bit, sweetheart. A little bit more down. Yeah, there you are. A little bit more. Bring it down just a little bit more. Good. Now put your finger here. Wrap your hands around. Now do this. Now feel that pain, honey. Now feel that pain. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute you. I want you just to do your best to breathe and feel it. Allow yourself, because the tool is going to help you heal. Now, Amesy, what are you? That's not your name. Who's next? Now we're just going to let her. I'm just going to hold a space for her. She don't need to be alone. Okay.
I don't have any more.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. But we're just going to give her a little private time. So I'm going to take her off the screen so that the people don't.
I do have some names for the drawing from Melinda.
Excellent. Amy, is your volume down? Did you take your volume down?
No.
Oh, well, I can't seem to hear you very well. And I haven't changed any of my mics.
No, I haven't done anything.
Okay.
Can you hear me now that you can see me?
I mean, I can hear you, but you're not loud.
Huh.
Did your kitties come along and do something?
No.
Okay.
Let me go in and look at the settings.
Okay. So I can't say her name correctly. What's her name? How do you say it?
Sanisha.
Tammy has said, you matter. You can heal that.
Oh.
Okay. People love you. People are sending you energy. People know exactly where you've been. And, you know, it's like, no, so we just want you to heal, honey. Keep focusing on it. Okay, so who do we got? Who are we going to draw? Who's going to be?
Okay. I can't even get into my settings. I don't know what the heck's going on. But anyway.
That's fine. Don't worry. She's reaching in. You can't watch it, but she's reaching in blindly, feeling.
Amanda,
sweetie, do you want to come in? Ooh, hold on here. I'm going to say it wrong again. I can't unmute her. Unmute her. How come I can't?
I don't have privileges.
What?
You never gave me privileges.
All right, there you go. Now you got privileges. Try it. Oh, no, I can't do it.
Let's see. I can't do it either.
Oh, all right, sweetheart. We muted you so we can give you some private time, but I wanted to unmute you and ask you, are you feeling it come down? Hold on, I'm going to make her big again. I think she said yes. Okay. If you can unmute it and talk to me for a second, babe. Okay. Is it as strong?
Yeah. I feel like I have a lot of releasing to do.
Yes. Okay. Now, did you feel any difference with it a little bit? Have you felt any difference with it?
I feel like,
because what I want you to do is hold R3D. We're going to walk you through this, okay? You're depleted, but you're also very suppressed a lot of things, like who you are. And I see this beautiful, lovely soul that came to do a beautiful job. I don't care what color of skin, what color of culture, wherever you're at. I don't want you to forget this. So I want you to take your right wrist, and we're going to switch over to L3D. So to find the third spot, you'll go down to the bottom finger here. Okay, so take your hand, put it towards you, so you can see. Can you see that? So when you're doing it, it'll be like this, next to your thumb. And then you put your finger down on the third spot, and you'll have to put this one in deep. Okay, and then do the same thing. And then go back in to feel that, sweetheart. And I'm going to mute you again, okay?
Okay.
And remember, put your hand on your forehead. You got this, hon.
Okay. Wait.
You got this. Okay. Hi, Amanda. How are you? We got to get your volume to work. I want to hear your precious voice. Hold on. Oh, yes, yes. Ready?
Yes.
Yay! Okay, yay. Okay. So talk to me. You are a lucky winner of a Pay It Forward. How can I help you?
know. I'm so excited. I don't know. I just woke up out of the blue and was like, hopped onto Facebook, and here you were, because I was like, oh, Brenda's on. So
you're manifesting. Way to go. Here we go. The stability around you has been deficient. So I'm going to ask physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. So there are a lot of people around you in your household that is spiritual or not?
no, my husband used to be, and now he's kind of just letting me do my own thing.
Okay.
So
do you feel like kind of as unstable, you kind of wish you had somebody that could get you?
yes.
Okay. So they're saying that what happens is when you don't have that, you feel overpowered by other people's thoughts, beliefs, and kind of pushes you in this direction. Now, you've been saving yourself. You've been actually, well, maybe it's because you have been watching the shows, but you're like, oh, I'm coming out of it. Okay. But then do you feel like maybe you're actually rocking the boat? Are you talking differently in front of him?
Yes. Well, I think he looks at me when I bring up, as he would probably call, weird stuff in front of the kids, but I don't push anybody, because we've always agreed that, everybody has the right to their own beliefs.
Yeah,
so we don't push any political, religious, any spiritual.
Very good.
But
now you're suppressing yourself though. And it's not, and you got to remember, here's the difference. If a person doesn't like your behavior, but you're not pushing on anybody, but you're being yourself, you have to not honor and put that belief in that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's not like you're whipping out your penis and flagging it around. Okay. You are saying, here I am, I'm fully dressed, and this is who I am. This is the way I talk. This is the way I feel. And they need to change with you. Okay. And there's a part of you that thinks that you have to, I don't know if it's him or if it's you or other people, but what do you do in front of them that you kind of get this feeling that you shouldn't be doing?
when I play with my oracle cards or tarot cards.
Okay, we need to heal out the thing that you think that that's wrong, or they think that it's wrong. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because just like with Tanisha, you're not supposed to hide your light.
Yeah, I feel like I keep putting words into his mouth. Like I'm judging myself through him. So I've been noticing that I'll make comments for him out loud, and he looks at me like, I didn't say that. Like how?
Ooh.
And I'm like, why am I judging myself through you? Like,
all right, L3D girl, left wrist, third position. That one that's way down there, and then put your thumb there, pushing deep. And I want you to think what you just said. I'm putting words in his mouth. I think I know what he's thinking, because they said this is a bad memory. This one goes all the way back to when you were 1. You would watch people do this all the time in front of you. And it's the feeling of attacked. If I'm me, I'm supposed to feel attacked. It's like, that's what's part of your passage of being a wife. Oh, you're supposed to feel attacked because you watched it. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So could this be an issue of why I have such an issue? Like, I've been extremely frustrated trying to connect with my spirit guides or just be open to universe, and I'm like, why aren't you communicating with me? But I feel like I'm blocking them at the same time. I don't know how.
Because okay. You are meant to bash yourself, which is good. It's the old part of it's those old paradigms, let's put it that way. So the more you think that people are judging you for what you do, understand you must have a belief at some point that it was wrong, and therefore I feel like an impending doom is coming if I actually do this. It's like when I started to do it and I had to come to the church and realize this is who I am. And believe it or not, the church didn't condemn me to my face. And I said, well, at least you didn't do that, I suppose. Did they have contempt? I've had a couple of the people that were in the church that came to my house and became my students. I thought that was funny. But it's how we judge it based on the collectiveness of how they judge it, that we think that that's right, and it's not. It is their belief. You know, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so therefore you feel like you have to punish yourself because the collective punishes people that do that. And this is really old, way back. It's been throughout all of that paradigm of that time. Ooh, just breathe it through, because there's a part of you that feels the overwhelm. Because you're like, la, 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 and you can feel it. And there's a part of you that feels this overwhelm. Yeah, I swear to God, you were like Sanisha, where, because all of a sudden I'm like, I could feel pitchforks. Oh my God, do you watch Shrek? Have you seen Shrek?
Yeah.
Somehow I just got Shrek and I've got pitchforks coming. I'm Shrek and pitchforks are coming. Okay, what is up with this? Now I'm in the cartoons. Okay. Oh, pit of my stomach. So there's a panic. You got a panic. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Ignore that. Feel that panic, would you? All right, you're going to focus on that. I'm going to mute you. Sanisha, how are you? I can't unmute you, so you're going to have to do that for me, hon. And I want to see how you're doing.
I'm better.
Ooh, please put your video on. I want to talk to you. Okay. How do you know you're better?
I'm not better, but I feel lighter.
Okay. No, but see, I want you to know the knowing. And I want you to notice how you didn't even know you were really overwhelmed until I started to tell you what I saw. And then all of a sudden you're like, shit, that's why you were depleted, because you have been trying so long to tread water. You're tired.
Yeah.
And the healing tool began to help you get your mind out of stress and to help you change, then calm down those emotional chemical peptides. And you felt that. That's why you start to feel lighter. That's how you're beginning to know, I don't really have to live there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that means that that's hope. Now, you've come down to a 5. I would rather have you be 0. But sometimes you just feel like you can't be compatible with people. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So I want you to place your hand on your heart and just feel like I can't be compatible with people. Okay, now this is going to look funny, but I'm doing it for you too. Okay, so you're going to take your hand and you're going to start here and you're going to breathe in. And as you breathe in, you're going to tap. We're going to tap from here to the back of our neck. Okay, and we're going to do 2 rounds with every breath we do. So you go ahead and start tapping, and we breathe in and hold. Hold your breath. Do another round of tapping. Okay, and then breathe out. Hold your breath. Okay, and then you pant. Now let's breathe normal. Ooh, there's a shift.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now here we go again. Breathe in and then we'll hold the breath. And hold our breath. Keep tapping. Now let it out. Hold your breath. Now, are you breathing in twice? Because I just want you to breathe in and hold and then breathe out and hold. Okay?
I'm breathing in twice, I think.
Okay. So let's start again. Ready?
Okay.
Breathe in and hold. Hold your breath. Keep tapping. Now breathe out. Hold your breath. Now pant. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. Now normal, just normal. Oh, there's another one. Oh, God, you got a lot of them. Wow. Let me check you. Nice. Okay. How do you feel now?
I don't know.
Better? I mean, happier, lighter? What?
I feel lighter. I feel relaxed a little.
You haven't been that way in a long time, have you?
I'm never relaxed. My lips are always twitching.
All right. Put your hand on your heart for me. And say, I remember why I'm here.
I remember why I'm here.
Now you either hear a yes or a no. What do you hear? Ask again if you have to.
Okay. I remember why I'm here. I hear do you.
Okay, now this is your sarcastic self. I want you to bring your attention from your head to your heart. And I want you to breathe into the count of 5. Ready? 1. And breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just ask, listen, bring your thoughts and your eyes down in your heart. I remember my purpose.
I remember my purpose.
Now feel the answer in your heart.
I remember my purpose.
And what does your heart say?
Gosh, no.
And the thing is that you don't have to right away. It means as you open up your heart, right now it doesn't want to. Now there's a lot more healing we can do.
It says I'm going to display more love.
Feel it, take it in. Come on. This is who you are. I told you this. This is the beautiful part of you, who you are right here. Darling, if I could give you a hug, I'd give you a hug right now.
Yeah, it says I'm going to display more love.
Because this love, it has a lot to give, man. And when you start to just let it go and you say, thank you, Spirit, every day about how you're going to do it, and you train yourself to see what Spirit, you're going to see it. Now, if you start seeing bad stuff, say, no, thank you, Spirit. What am I supposed to do? Thank you, Spirit. Show me what love is. You're going to start noticing and training yourself like lifting weights, and Spirit's going to start showing you and talking to you. And if you're uncertain, place your hand on your heart, get your head, get out of your head, get into your heart.
Right.
Because you got this.
It says stop unmasking. Yep, I have to do it. Okay, I get it. I got you, girl.
Good.
Okay.
I think we got her back.
Yep. I'm gonna start opening the door, and I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna display love without being afraid of people hurting it.
Now, here's the thing. You don't have to be alone. People, you talk to the people that are in my group, or you talk to the people that hang with me in my school. They'll tell you that they've had to go, they don't do it alone. They use tools, a lot of tools. They use a lot of, oh my God, waking up going, oh shit, I'm not this. And they will tell you that they can transform. Okay. They're transforming. And the more they transform, the more, I mean, Amy can tell you stories of basically alone of how she thought, oh, I'm awake. And then all of a sudden it's like, I'm not awake. And then she's now transforming so many different things and so many people in her life. She's like, oh, I ain't going back.
Oh, hell no.
She's a listener. Oh, hell no, she said. So don't do it alone. You have help. You really do.
Okay.
Okay. And like I said, if you want more, that's why I've made a tribe so people can come together and we support you and we help you look at things and you can question and get back to who you are. And,
Okay.
there's one-on-one healings if you want that, that cost. But if you want, there's growth. Keep watching all the old shows. Get all that information.
Okay.
Okay. I think we
Okay.
got you back. Let's keep you. That's what I'd
Okay.
like. Let's keep you in there. Okay.
Okay.
Let that little light shine. Be bright.
Be bright. Be.
And remember, when people just are that, they're not awake. They're just in their programs. Doesn't mean you have to absorb it in. Just say, no, thank you. Okay.
Right.
You can listen to them, but you don't have to change them. Everything in here you need to do will start to show you, because then the people will start to follow and people will be different and some people will fall away and you'll draw more people closer. Okay. You're not alone.
Okay. And I'm
Oh,
not
this
an
is a pleasure.
opportunity. Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much for coming on. Thank you. Was it Betty?
Yeah, it's Betty.
Thank you, Betty.
I love
All
you.
right. Love
All
you
right.
too. Bye, honey. That was beautiful. All right, Amanda. I can't do the mic. I don't know why. I don't have the privilege, but come on in. And then we'll find out.
Okay.
How are you?
Good. I had a little bout of crying and then was smiling at the end. So
Excellent. Well, let me check where you're at. Oh, we're at a 2. You haven't quite got out of that ego state. It's like matching ego for ego. So when you're out of sync, you have to come in with ego. And that's okay. That's okay. But at the same time, you're beginning to wake up and you're like, but do I really need to be in the ego mindset? Do I really need to talk and bark and any of this in the ego? No, I really don't. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I'm definitely becoming more aware of
Good.
when I do fall into the ego mindset.
So you're
But it's hard when I do to get back out. So it's like
again, you may want to come into the tribal.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you begin to see how the ego mindset operates and how you get to see behind the veil and really get to take charge of that, you're going to be okay, because then you're going to start to come into who you are, into your own. And when you're out of sync with something, you can just start setting no, we'll wait, because I love this marriage. I want to keep it. Okay. And you don't have to do tit for tat. You won't have to do any of that stuff. You can start to really change how you want to show up. And if he doesn't want it, too bad. He's one that's got to decide to grow with you or not grow with you. But please don't hold yourself back.
Okay.
Because you holding yourself back, or you're teaching your kids that they have to hold themselves back. Okay. The biggest thing when I left Australia or left Michigan was that I had to be strong for me. And when I did that, the amazing part was this. Now both my kids are doing what I did, with standing up and saying, no, I'm not going to be what you want us to be. I'm going to be more me. And I'm like, oh my God. I knew that if I stayed where I was, they would think that they had to be stumbled on and everything else. So
yeah,
you've got
well,
this.
and we have a great relationship and we flow together. I think a little part of me was like, oh my gosh, here I am. I'm going on this journey that we started together years ago. And there was an energetic shift and it freaked me out. And I went full on panic, freak out. And he was like, oh my God, this is awesome. But I brought him back down, or he allowed himself to be brought back down.
That happens in a relationship. And the thing is that, will he stay with you? I don't really see where he's going. You guys are going to be teetering back and forth. And I think that's how you both have to play catch up until you finally go, wait a minute, we're on the same page. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I feel like you're good. That's it. Oh, so how we want you to finish this out. Okay. They said yes. Who's stubborn?
I think we both are.
Because they said through stubbornness. I'm like, oh, well, how's that going to help me? You're kind of depleted. It's the game you guys play. There's that taking offense. So if I asked you to hold L1S, that's that first position, nice and soft. I want you to think about how taking offense and feeling stubborn and all of this, just kind of look at it that way. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
right.
I don't take criticism very well from him. And that's where I think I go into that silent brooding that we talked about the other night. So,
okay.
And so then he doesn't even know that I was offended in the first place. And I'm like,
okay, stick your hand in your forehead, go there and think.
Okay.
Now, Amy, is there any
I believe Angie has paid for a 6-minute.
All right, hold on. I got to figure out how to get to the screen. Aha, and she was here and now she's gone. She did pay. I got to find her. Yeah, okay, so we got to wait for her to come back then.
Amber Patrick would like a 1 minute.
Oh, yes, I'll give Amber. And we'll wait for Angie to come back. You coming back? You coming back? I feel like my bird. Okay, Amber. Way. Ooh, somebody's charm. Way charm feeling that you're taken for granted and you worry. So has somebody wooed you and you're not sure how to really think about it? And you see kind of like a red flag that reminds you of something of the past. If that's the case, yes, you're changing your energies. And one of the things so you don't bring that type of person in is understand, are they an ego mindset or are they in the mindset like you? Some people can be in false ego mindset and do just enough. And then there's some that, so you're meant to find that even balance, Amber. You really are, because they're saying you can have joy, but you need to start healing out the injustice that came about with that particular I can't even remember what I was saying. She's like, I'm there, I'm forgetting about it. And I'm like, I'm good, because I forgot about it. It's amazing how they freaking make me disconnect me. Just remove the indifference, because sometimes that blocks you. All right, is Angie coming?
I texted her twice.
Okay, she was here, not sure what happened.
Unless maybe she got a phone call.
Oh, sometimes that kicks it. I need my bangs cut. You know what I haven't manifested over here?
A hairdresser?
Yes. Why? I know they're supposed to be abundant. Isn't any hairdressers around that besides the dead ones? Sorry, non-fleshy. The non-fleshies try anyway. They can't cut hair yet. Thank God they can't run with scissors. But I need a manifest one.
You can channel them.
What?
You can channel it. I channel my mom when I cut my hair.
Oh, I always channel. Yeah. Last time I channeled your mother, I put my hair in a funny updo, weird look thing, and I thought, thank God I wasn't trying to cut my hair, because I'm sure I mean, your mama's good and all, but I need my locks. She wasn't for sure when she saw these. She's like, listen to her. Oh, if you could hear her argue, she's like, I was for it.
I doubt it.
But I need my feathers. I don't need that trimmed. I just need my bangs trimmed. I can do it. I know. Just being a little bit whiny poo-poo.
She worked until about 3 months before she passed away.
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Now, normally, you're like, yeah, don't people do that? But she had an issue, though.
Yeah, she had, actually, she had her hip replaced in January of 13, and then by March, I believe, was when she first was put on oxygen, and she had idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, emphysema, alpha-1, and COPD.
And was she working, or she finally stopped working? How long did she work that way?
She worked that way up until 3 months before she.
Holy.
But she didn't need oxygen as long as she was moving. But once she had her hip replaced, then she stopped moving, and that's when her lungs went.
Yeah, that's what happens. Like if you happen to, that's why they tell you to do physio. That's why they tell you to move every day, because you need to get that blood circulating. You got to get that lymphatic system circulating. And because you've been cut into, you've changed the electrical and magnetic flow that your meridians and your organs do. So that's why exercise would be number one. Number two, I would sit there and be rubbing her points all the time. But yeah, so yeah.
And she was only on oxygen from March to May.
Wow. See, this is why she showed up as a tough cookie. She showed me how sick she was, and then she goes, "Oh hell no!" I was just up. And I'm thinking, oh well, then that's why I didn't think that what was going on. But now that you've told me that the hip's broken, now it makes more sense of what I was seeing, because it was just like sludge, and that means it wasn't moving.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
And she was on Ativan or lorazepam. It's kind of like Vicodin, I think, or not Vicodin, but what's a pill? I don't remember. Anyway, it was a PR. It was prescribed PRN, but she took it 4 times a day, and they weren't giving it to her, so she was lethargic, and I mean, barely. I mean, I had to feed her.
Oh.
And once we figured that out, then they started giving it to her, and then she started returning it to herself because she was addicted to it.
Oh, crap.
Because she was on it for, God, I don't know how many years.
Well, she said she was done. You know, she's showing me something, and that is that when she was in that space with that medicine, she actually could feel like she could connect with her loved ones that passed, herself that died, when her daughter and then her son. I think she felt like she was connected to that one part of herself, so she felt whole. And don't take any offense, it had nothing to do with you. It had to do with the fact is that when you miss a piece of who you are, it's like losing your identity. And when you lose your identity, you need to have some sort of, where am I come from? Where is this? And so it's a little bit of this connecting of the roots. And when you get that piece, all of a sudden it starts to make certain things make sense again. And when you get that, even if it's torturous but it makes sense, it's like, oh my God, everything falls in place. And I feel like while she was in that state of being human and loopy, she met herself. And I think part of her was just like, oh God, I'm so tired. Because when she had to come back out of it, it wasn't just the drugs that made her tired. It was that she had to keep leaving those pieces of herself behind.
Yeah, she was one tough cookie, that's for sure.
She was what?
She was one tough cookie.
Yeah, now it makes more sense. I didn't quite translate that perfectly. So Angie, what's happening with her? She paid, but she's not here?
I don't know what happened to her. There's
So Vicky's breathing hard about something. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I'm spinning, but I'm always spinning.
Oh, Amber says, oh yeah, we've always got along, but it took me off guard. So I was right about the energy on that. Okay. All right, yeah. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, where's Angie? Where'd she go? Yeah, that's who I saw, right? I'm gonna double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I saw, Angela. Yeah, Angela.
Yeah. How's Amanda doing?
Oh yeah, Amanda's been so quiet. Amanda, you should be done now. You should have just came back on. She's so quiet. Her energy has just been like, so how are you? Oh, hold on, unmute yourself. You were just part of the crowd.
I feel very relaxed, and there was a little bit of hatred that came up. And I don't know if it was towards myself, or I think it was towards myself for how I've let myself become what, I don't know.
Okay, they said that the hatred came because you were overbearing towards yourself, and you did that to yourself when you were at 4 because somebody didn't want you to be a certain way, so you're fine. You know, you became overbearing and changed yourself. Then as you grew, you kind of just started doing this when you felt like you wavered from who you were meant to be. You're moving yourself away from that anyway. And that's when all of a sudden it's like you disapproved, and so you had this standard, and you're like, I'm not living up to it. What's wrong with you, Amanda? Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it stemmed from there. So yeah, and as I'm looking for what we originally started, yeah, you are at 0. So there is more to do, but I'm comfortable with you now being not as, you know what I mean?
Send me off into the world.
Yes, you got this, girl.
I swear, I could just listen to you every day, just talking.
Most generally, I'm here. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I know. We get you 3 days a week.
Amanda, YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on
YouTube. I just watch her.
Oh, that's what Amy does. I'm gonna clean the house. Put her on. She's not the only one. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. What?
When you were in Fiji.
Oh yeah, when I was gone for 2 weeks, she didn't know what to do.
I swear to God, I watched every show.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you can learn a lot from those things, and I, you know, even when I'm not sure if I remember something, I'm like, wait a minute, what video was I on? I learned from myself.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of crazy how much I resonate with so many people's story. Like, I wouldn't think, and then you start talking and explain, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me too. Like, that really kind of opens up the whole, we are all one. We, you know,
yeah, and
we have similar.
When I read this, we all do these patterns one way or the other. And that's why I like when people like you start to, wait, what? And it's like, you're reading my life. And what's interesting is that you're beginning to notice that we intermingle so much. We're not sure where we end and they begin. And that's one of the huge parts is people, because empaths are getting confused, kinesthetics are being confused, sensitives are being confused. And it's time that we start to wake up to each one of these individual things that we do, begin to grow into why we came. I mean, look at Sanisha when she couldn't even remember her own heart. And then all of a sudden it was like, what? You know? And it's like, yeah, don't have to be caught up in those stories. Don't mean you have to forget who you are. It's just that you have to remember why you came, you know? And I feel like we're all doing this. All of us here are remembering who we are, why we're here. You know, and I'm ready to stand united and just start raising that light. And I want to empower you so much that you guys will realize, yeah, damn it, I am hardwired to joy. Wait a minute, quit that suffering stuff. You know, yeah, we've been so brainwashed. No, I'm not kidding. We are hardwired for joy. I can't wait to show that.
A quick question. How does somebody know, like, if they're an empath or if they're just a sensitive or...
Like, that's a simple question.
Okay.
Oh, no. First of all, empath is that, I'm all 3. Yeah, I got the trifecta going on. Like, for instance, okay, yeah, that's a whole nother show. That's a good question for
next time.
Yeah, maybe I should ask individual people, because when I'm all 3, it was very hard at first to define who I was. Because when you start to morphing, like when you have an empath and you get caught up watching TV, like for instance, you're like, oh, you get caught in their story.
Yeah.
You will forget that that's not you. You understand, you can start having empathy of all the perspectives, like the shoe on the other foot, and you're like, oh yeah. And then when you become a sensitive, this is where all of a sudden you'll grow up and people say that, oh, you're just sensitive. Well, they're right, but just not in the nasty way of delivering it. Because we usually, our sensitives will be connected with one of our dominant sensory systems. Like I've had people that are just like, I'm more nose sensitive. And it's not that I smell a fart across the room. That's not what I mean. I can smell, like my husband that I have now, I was 10,000 miles away and I could smell that he was in alignment with me.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So you learn the sensitivity of, like, you can see color and vibration with your sensitive ability. Okay. Some people will hear, but they'll hear with words, or they'll hear with pictures. It's the same thing. So you will take your sense, like some people have crossed sensory system, and which will come out as psychedelic. But, you know, and then when you take a kinesthetic, like I've trained myself, but when I was arguing, or my ex-husband and I would argue, he'll be like looking in my eye, looking to see if I'm lying. I'm looking at him going, and I realized he knew that if I looked at him enough, I would know exactly where he's coming from, just like I know where I'm coming from. And I didn't need to argue anymore. But because he was thirsty to be right and he doesn't have to be kind. He just wants ego. He's right. He would be this bloodthirsty hound. Okay. And so I learned to not look through my eyes, even though I'm looking through my eyes. I don't have to fall for it, because I used to go, my God, I lost the fight where I began. And when I started to divide up those three, and then when I started to own that this is where I am and this is where they begin, and I don't have to go there. And then I started to see the bigger picture as well as the detail with each of those. Then all of a sudden I had this particular control of my own energies and my own life, and people couldn't push the button and watch me flip. People couldn't sit there and insult me with words like that if you look at the era of time, the negative Nillies would come along and say shit just to hurt your feelings, to pull you back to where they are. And once you start to begin to understand your abilities, it's like, oh, well, they have no effect on me anymore. Okay. So you have got to, and it's very personal too, for some people. But if you catch yourself, see, if I asked, oh, well, your light codes are coming on, so I'm not going to say anything, which means the crystalline grid is coming in. The crystalline grid is here. Okay. And your light codes are coming on, which means you're going to change. So there's no way I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to wait until they flip on, and then you're like, I know who I am.
I've been searching for that answer for most of my life, I feel like.
Okay, so I think you've had a taste of all of it, but your light code, they're coming. A bunch of them are going to get flicked on almost every day. There's lots of them coming online, and all of a sudden you'll just come on and you'll wake up one morning going, oh, I'm a sensitive, or something. It makes so much sense to you, okay? But it's just waiting for the right switches to come on. They're happening. It's going to be soon for you. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right. It's nice talking to you. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Okay. So now we have to look. I can't find Angie. Is she in the room?
No, she's not. She said just go ahead and do it. And she
just give her something. Okay. And Cecilia is the other one. So Cecilia, are we doing this from a distance? Are we doing this? How are we doing it with you, babe? Yeah.
Oh, that's
Send an email. I have to look for the email. You get it?
I would love a reading about my husband's health. He is not doing well with his blood pressure and resistant to follow doctor's orders.
Okay.
Being a typical man.
Huh?
Being a typical man.
Well, Lillian's changing. I mean, Lillian is waking more up to the light, And in a way, I think he feels like he's holding her back because he's stuck in a program that he can't see. And you have somebody from the other side that's coming through, and they're saying that with him, oh, turn it on, hold on. He has some pain. This idea is that there's a vulnerability. He feels like he's deficient in something, and he worries too much, and he can't get out of the cycle. So instead of being vulnerable, he takes it and kind of stifles that part of himself that's childlike, and he feels that the inner passion within himself is he can show up to you differently. There's it's like, so did he raise for this? I feel like you two have decided that part of you're going to grow based on what he's doing, and you're going to get a lot of growth from this. It's like he felt that on a soul level, well, in order for me to really help her move in the direction she's meant to, I'm going to take this certain thing on a soul level so that you can get certain experiences. I thought, oh, okay. There's a lot of indifference and disapproval, and that's part of his identity. Is he aware of it? No. Is he going to work through this? That's what he's doing right now, and his body is storing it. So the blood pressure has everything to do with self. It says self wailing, so a certain kind of cry, a self feeling small. Really? And if I were to look something up else, let me look, because it is, hold on here. Oh, come on. Seriously? Okay. Would that be it? Yeah, there's something very unique about this. Hold on. Going down, they're severe depression. Do they have depression? And their confidence is low? And they're giving up on life? Or is it seething anger or investment avoidment, which is their emotional body is deeply troubled and there's a real lack of joy? Interesting. So there's all of this issue going on. I feel the up and the down. And she said high blood pressure. So now we're going to look at a little bit more. So high blood pressure, look out. No. Going down, seething, sealed unit. Perfection expectation. This is my show. I'm all I've got, and one strike I'm out. That one feels like it. They are spiritually denigrating and love suppressing, and as a base, they are shy with a poor sex adjustment as they seek satisfaction within themselves only. They are anxious about money. They are time urgent. They are insecure about life, and they are stress sensitive. They are impatient, angry, and wanting to live life in the moment as they try to pound away too quickly at life. All of which rises from their having to take on their parents' ambitions for them from far too young of an age. God, I hope you can answer that back and see how would you be. Okay. Oh, where's the screen? She says, I think he's been breaking the habit, like he's growing, but it's really painful because he doesn't know how to handle this. His new self, yes. Goes up and down. Ooh, okay. So it goes up and down. Well, I'm curious of what you think about this, because when I'm looking at that one, I'm okay, one strike and I'm out. And the thing is they said that there's a particular part of him that feels like there's a failure. So let me ask, is he going into his spiritual? Is he approving of his spiritual? Yes. Does he feel like other people that disapprove? No. He feels deficient in keeping up with you. But at the same time, he has to show up. Is he supposed to show up to his mother a certain way? Because he doesn't really want to let you down. I can tell you that. But he doesn't know how to stay connected with those parts of himself that are growing. And in the certain mother issue that keeps okay, so the picture is, how do I put this picture? Set scene, gotcha. Let's say if something is being controlled 24/7, and so there's a certain standard you have to live up to. So there's this, he comes up and he's like, I'm trying to interject and get approval. And they're like, oh, but honey, you need to act this way, or, you need to be more like your brothers and sisters or something like that. And the next thing you know, he's like, why can't you see me as me? Oh, wow. It's just really, he has no voice. You need to tell me whether that's true or not, because it's like, he has no voice, he has no control, he wants to be as strong as you. Does this make sense? He wants to be as strong as you, and he wishes he could, but he doesn't know how. Do you understand what I'm saying, Lillian? I can't wait for you to respond, let me tell you. Because he's like, I'm going down. It's like, all right, where this is his journey. Is there anything that she can do that he would? No, she could, but this is his journey. All right, he's got to find it within himself that he can do this. Because when he begins to find this within himself, he will move in a certain direction that gives him the confidence he needs. Hopefully that makes sense. Oops, where's my screen? I lost my screen, people. I kind of made it itty bitty. Okay. Now we're going to do Angie. Did she say what she wanted? Was there anything specific?
Just whatever.
Okay. And you keep an eye out for Lillian and make sure I don't miss anything. Angie, the safety. What's that?
She said goes up and down.
Yeah, I read that one. Safely. You want me to use safety? Safely. Move the energy. What? So you do a self-impending doom. What do you mean by that? The energy within you. The energy within you. Do you hold contempt toward yourself? Do you disapprove of certain parts of yourself? Do you feel ashamed and a deep mortification about certain parts of yourself? And every time you go to expand, you have to have a strategy in order to not live through others. It's like, here I am. And then if you don't watch it, you're going to begin to live through others. And there's a part of it, it's like, oh, well, if you cry, it's a weakness. There's something being called out as a weakness, which is not, but it is an old system that says that it is. But remember, it's a way negative people control. Oh, turn the damn camera on. Their, meaning somebody else's, their energy is that they are like in no empathy. And they pout. And that stresses you and actually causes a petrifiedness. And then you turn around and you abandon who you are and have a conversation with them. So you kind of just literally abandon yourself. You suppress, not only do you abandon, but you suppress your urges of joy, your story. And wow. Okay. So now they're telling me I need to look up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so their exaggeration of their own importance of their self. Is it in form of ability, in form of my pain? So they're in story. I don't know if somebody's getting stuck in their story, or if there is. When they do that, there's a part of you that chokes. There's a part of you that chokes back who you are. This is interesting. It keeps going back around. I feel very so. It's like suppressed. Here we go again. Suppressed behavior. No, suppressed, and then certain behaviors of. You want me to look up something? Oh, because now my body's like going. You got to sneeze, and you got to do this. And I'm thinking, no, I don't. Ah, the endocrine system. Adrenals. What about it? The upper part of the back has to do with the gallbladder energy. That has to do with how. So, other people's energies, when they get into a certain way, because that's what the gallbladder is about, and like, for instance, the very thing that they do happens to be spinning out. So it's like they got to grab the attention, or they've got to spin it a certain way. You just abandon yourself. Let's just look at it that way, Angie, because I hope you're getting the timestamp here. I forgot to do it. There's a fanatical aspect.
Yep.
Oh, fanatical. When you think of fanatical, you have to think of excessive, single-minded, extreme cause. It's like they get into this fanatical aspect of themselves. Do you know when they get into that, it kicks in a certain amount of anxiety within you. You don't quite know. Like, for instance, you'll just see how they're acting, and that energy will cause you to feel this anxiety. Which then there's an inappropriate way of handling things because there's a lack of control. Inappropriate in the fashion that you don't do what you are meant to do, honestly be doing what you know needs to be done. So you have to do it the way they want to do it. And sometimes you're like, okay, fine. And you do this. This is what I keep feeling. I'm going back in that feeling again. And it does something to my brain. I asked if it's clouded. They say no, because it's like, if you don't do the next step, you're going to start getting attacked. And then if you don't do the next step, then you have to worry. So she's doing towards herself. She does something towards herself, and that means you have to lose confidence, because if you didn't, then they would call you stubborn. You're like, I don't want to be called stubborn. I don't want to. You already know this gameplay. You already know the strategy. You already know. So then you go all the way back down. And when they act this way, you go all the way back down. And they're asking you to heal out that the bitterness that got built up over time that you ended up taking on. And understand, bitterness is about angry, disappointment, and because they come together. You didn't know how to process. Let's say I didn't get my doll for Christmas, and so you're disappointed, but you're angry because your sister did or something. When you think about it like that, so there's an envy that comes in, but at the same time, there's this lack. It's not that you want to control things. It's not that you're deficient and you can't control it. They're saying lack of control is this part of you that realizes that it's slipping through your hands. And you're like, there's nothing I can do about it. You actually can see when you're doing it. They said that if you really paid attention, you could see that. I hope that makes sense to you. I really do. Okay. All right. So hopefully we'll go back. Now, did Lillian say anything?
She said, I feel like I am growing, but he is just stuck because he is picking out toxic people from his life. I think he thinks he's doing it because of me.
Oh. Yeah, because see, he still has this, it's hard to let go of attachments when you know they're toxic, but you know that you can't live without them. But at the same time, he knows he doesn't want to hold you back either. So there's a lot of things that are happening and unfolding there, okay? Just be patient, respect where he's at. I know you feel worried, and that's the thing, is that he's going to have to make a big decision of where he wants to go and how he wants to do it. And maybe this is a kick in the ass, the bitch slap he needs to force him to make a choice to let go. And I feel like he's going to see several hiccups, the things that he didn't want to see, and now he's starting to see and come to the realization of. And because he's doing that, I think he'll come around and just start realizing, I don't want to live that way anymore. So just be patient, hold space, keep loving him. I wish I could give you more exciting news, you know. Okay, I think we're about done.
I have no more emails as far as, nope.
Excellent.
No
okay.
emails.
Now, before I go, if there's really anybody in the room, I'll give you one shot. Yes, you want a 1 minute reading to say so, and we can go there. And so if any of you are still on and you've had a healing or any of this, I would like a recommendation. That would be great. Tell them, you know, when you put the recommendation, it doesn't matter if I'm spot on, which it's nice if you say, but notice that it's about helping you recognize something that you hadn't seen before, helping you put the dots together, helping you notice that the tools is something that you could never let go of. My God, I actually did it in like 10 minutes. Learning that you can shift and feeling empowered to do so. So giving some meat and potato to understanding that you know the difference. And remember to witness, girls. I forgot to tell that to Sanisha. That's okay. Betty, you still here? Probably not. But anyways.
I will text Betty to remind her.
Yeah. You guys are beautiful. I'm proud of you. And I thank you for sharing and coming in and doing this with me. And I will see, hopefully, you again on next week or Wednesday.
Thursday, your day. Wednesday, our day. In the States.
Yes.
But I pretty much have my mind set to your time.
Okay, you just wish you lived here.
Mm-hmm. It's warm there.
Oh, yeah. You should ask Diana. You can't tell. She came by today and we had a session. And the interesting part is that she's super hot. I mean, well, she's beautiful, but I meant warm. Mm-hmm. Well, she is warm. I mean, her temperature. I'm freezing my chickadees off. And she's over there going, yeah, hot-blooded. I'm like, dang, girl, can I have some of that too? But yeah. Okay. Now, resolve to evolve.
I sent you an email that I was sent.
Hold on. Let me check.
You already gave her a reading, but I don't know. So that's why I sent you the email.
Hold on. I got to get to the right page. Who, what, where, when, why, how? Who's it from?
CJ.
Wait, what inbox did you put it in?
B Power.
Did you send it a while back?
Maybe an hour ago.
All I have one from is CA.
I can resend it. Oh, Goofy Goof.
Did you not send it?
No, she just said, hi, can you please read me and my house? I would appreciate it.
Didn't I just do one for her?
The one that I sent the email from? Yes.
And she sent another?
Yes.
We only do one at a time. I can't break that.
I know. That's why I sent it to you, and so you could use your discretion.
Crystal, what I want you to do is I want you to understand, if you know what healing tools are, when you hear those voices or these things that happen, grab your left wrist, first position, put your thumb in nice and hard, finger here, go like this. And I want you to hold this and put on the scale from 0 to 10 of how you know you hear it, how you know you see it, how you know it. And I want you to apply that healing tool with all of that. It's time to help process this out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, yeah, Amber said she would tell Betty too. Okay, you guys are great. Oh, where'd my screen go? There you are. Okay, resolve to evolve.
Heal instead of deal.
You can heal that.
Feel it to heal it.
Yep, and as always, stay blessed. All right, bye. Y'all come back now. You hear?